a lot of big things happening, a lot of big things and a lot of wheels turning. That's excitement. But it creates an underlying stress. So today, I'm feeling it. It's like today, everything's coming at one time. And it's like boom, 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 boom. But this is why we have highly motivated. This is why we have the show. This is why we have each other. As a community, as people, we come together to talk about our issues. We come together to pump each other up, to support, to be strength. That's what we are. We are strength together. We are stronger as a group, stronger as a community. What'd it do? Let me see. SST rolling up a Scooby Dooby from Goldflower. Love you and let's have a great show. Well, thank you. I have a few Scooby Doobies to light up as well tonight. I've got some Emerald Apricot. I've got a little bit of Durban Poison, some of my favorites. There was also the Sour Chem. I have one of those as well. Great strains, great deal that I got from Goldflower. I like to talk about it at the beginning of the show because Goldflower is still running amazing deals right now. If you're in Florida and you have your medical cannabis card, you've got to check out Goldflower Cannabis. An ounce of flour, mix and match, 80 bucks. An ounce of flour, mix and matched, $80. I mean, it really doesn't get much better than that. And also 4 grams, mix and match of live rosin concentrate, 99 bucks. I'm telling you, the deals are incredible. The products are even better. So you're right. Travi is absolutely right. I shouldn't dilly-dally too much this evening. We should get something lit up. Let's start with, I'm like, which one am I starting with? I'm not sure which one I rolled first. I think the Sour Chem is what I rolled. The Sour Chem. Now you'll see that I rolled it as a twisty treat. This is my twisty. So we're going to go ahead and ceremoniously cut the twisty. I feel tonight's going to be a great show. Great micro topics to talk about. A lot of good energy here. A lot of good excitement. So as I cut my twisty treat and get it ready, I would like to dedicate this evening's show to my mom. The memory of my mother. One of the most amazing people I have ever met. What am I pressing? I'm like pressing something. One of the most amazing people that I've ever met in my entire life, my mom. And you know, it's funny, I don't just say it. Like I don't just say, hey, you know, she was an amazing lady because she was my mom. She was an amazing lady because of the history, because of the kindness, because of the love that she had for others. You know, I wish she were alive to really see the passion that I have for her and her legacy of kindness, her legacy of helping people. My mom taught me everything I know. Everything I know about kindness and understanding. My dad taught me everything as well about strength and humility and so many things, salesmanship. All my good salesmanship comes from my dad. He taught me everything about what a real salesman is and how to really handle and control and drive a good sale. It was never about selling a product, and it's really not about selling yourself. It's passion. It's excitement for the product. When I'm excited about a product, people get excited as well. And when people get excited as well, that's what they want to purchase. That's what they want to be all about. So tonight, I'd like to welcome LinkedIn audience. Welcome LinkedIn this evening, as well as Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Instagram, YouTube. Man, we're on fire. We are all over the place tonight. Before the show, I got to tell you, my energy wasn't quite there. Before the show started, all right, I'll tell you why. So my son, he works at a fast food restaurant. One of my twins, 22 years old, he could take care of himself, obviously. But at work, a coworker assaulted him. And he did nothing. He didn't fight back. He didn't push back. He didn't, nothing. Initially, I was upset about that when I heard that he got hit and did nothing. But then I realized, wait, maybe it's something deeper. So I listened to the whole story. My son was just trying to show understanding and kindness while this person was having a bad day. This person was crashing out, and they ended up crashing out on him. So this individual was friends with the district man or the general manager and the manager. So instead of punishing him, they sent my son home early and said, well, let's let this blow over. In order to cover up the situation, in order to cover up the assault at work, they sent him home. So long run, he ended up being punished for the actions of somebody else. He was punished, but he went home and he said, look, I understand people can have bad days, but this situation wasn't being resolved and it wasn't being reported. I made him call his district manager and explain the situation. So the district manager then told him she had never heard about this. And basically the manager, general manager, and that employee, which I believe are great friends and all living together, were covering up the situation. So if my son hadn't called the district manager, I'm quite sure he would have been fired. He would have been punished. He would have been pushed out because the friend group working in that company, in that business, would have made it so. But still, he is going to be punished for this. Why? They're reducing his hours. They're going to make sure he's not working with this individual. That means this person still has his job. This person is allowed to crash out and assault people, and the company or the people are so afraid of losing employees that this is what they would do. So I'm frustrated. And yes, I mean, he's 22 years old. He could take care of his own shit, obviously. But no matter how old my kids get, they're always my kids. And I'm always there to help protect, help show a good, positive way. But maybe he showed me something. Maybe he just showed me humility. Maybe he just showed me something that I didn't see. My son showed me that he understood the anger and the plight of another person, knowing it wasn't his fault, but it was taken out on him. So before the show started, I'm flabbergasted with that. I'm flabbergasted with the fact that today is my mom's anniversary of when she passed. So it's that, it's this, it's an earlier appointment surgery, not me, but earlier appointment earlier today, and that was flabbergasting. It was being on the road, in and out. My other son, the other twin, has basically told me that I'm running myself ragged. I'm running myself. I'm working so hard 7 days a week. I don't take a day off. I don't take time off. And it was right before the show. So right before the show, he's like, listen, Dad, you don't have to do the show tonight. You take a break, relax, breathe a little bit. And I'm like, but the show is my breathing. The community of people, it's my relaxation. It's my time off. This is my time off. This is my reconnection with one of the greatest things, community, people. And this is our authentic collaboration. Now, granted, so starting the show, I feel more energetic now. I feel more with it. I feel more understanding mentally. I wanted to go visit this individual that assaulted my son and make him understand very quickly why you don't do that. But then I'm just as bad. If I go and do what I'm thinking I want to go do to protect my child, to have him also understand that you do defend yourself. Be good, be kind. Look, you don't have to be nice to be kind. You don't have to be a pushover to be kind. So I don't want him to be a pushover. I don't want him to just be overly nice and understanding the situation and then get assaulted and do nothing about it. Because the person who assaulted him will do it again and again and again until he is taught a lesson that you do not mess with people. You could see I'm still angry. I'm still mad. Even though I'm a kind individual, even though I'm authentically understanding of people in the world around me, I still don't let them get away with shit. I still don't let them push and push where they should not be pushing. I don't let that happen. I'm good. I'm kind. I'm understanding. Okay, I'm not fucking perfect. I am not perfect. And I too get angry. I too get upset like you should. You should be upset. You should be angry. Not about this, but about the things in life that push you aside, about the things in life that push others aside. We are here to support each other, defend each other, stand up for those that don't stand up. We are here to make the noise so others listen. And that's what I do. So there is a line, 100%. Thank you, Mule. Was it Mule Run? Mule Run? Mule Run. Welcome. Highly motivated. Welcome to the show. It's good to have you here, coming to us from the Twitch right now. Remember, everybody, we have multiple networks. You can catch me on the Instagram, O420X. That's my handle. And then Oregonji on Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Instagram. Oh, I already said Instagram. YouTube? I don't know. I don't even know how you find me. You just look, you'll find me, but I don't even know how you find me. And I think we're live. I'm not sure. So tonight, everything starts with excitement. Everything starts with a little bit of, I'm holding myself back, but instead I should let it go. And I should let him handle his own battles. I should let him learn about defending oneself or learn about standing up strong for oneself. Because I can't fight all their battles. I cannot fight their battles, even though I want to. I want to, so people understand what really is right, what really is wrong. Sometimes it takes somebody else to make that picture perfectly clear. But I digress. I breathe. I love my children. I love my family. I don't want anybody to ever hurt my friends, my family, my children, ever. That's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about people. I'm passionate about this, the smoke sesh. So anyways, I was saying, my other son, the other twin, he was like, Dad, take a day off. Take a day off. I'm like, I can't take a day off. If I take a day off and I'm not working, then nobody else is working. Not like I am, not like I want to. So I have to work. I have to keep going. But what I was trying to explain to him, that this show is not work. This show, it's not work. It's relaxation. I know I seem really relaxed right now. No, this show is relaxation. This show is opening and authenticity and just talking. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes overly positive, and then sometimes a little more realistic, like right now. We all get mad. We all get worked up. Maybe I do need to take a deep breath and realize that he's old enough and ugly enough. Old enough. He's old enough to take care of his own battles. And tonight I'm dealing with a few things as well. I've got a bit of a headache happening. I'm stressed out about business. I'm stressed out about future. I'm stressed out about getting old. I don't know where the hell that came from, but that hit me like really hard earlier today. Okay, I'm gonna shut up for a moment and light up this joint because it's hot in here. This room is like, look, we're toking tonight. We're hotboxing the hotbox. Welcome everybody to Highly Motivated. Okay, let me get this lit up. Stop talking. Here we go. This is Sour Chem. Sour Chem from Goldflower Cannabis. 1 ounce, mix and match, $80. You've got to check out a great deal. Ooh, before I forget, grand opening, October 4th. That's like 2 weeks away. October 4th, big grand opening in Lakeland, Florida. That's going to be amazing. Lakeland, right below Kissimmee, right to the right of Tampa. So 30 minutes from Tampa, 15, 20 minutes from Kissimmee, Florida. Lakeland, Florida. The location's already open. Already open. Grand opening's October 4th. And I hear, look, Randy Lanier's going to be there. I don't know who else, but I love Randy. Randy, ex-race car driver, still a race car driver. Randy, of course, part of freedomgrow.org. Freedomgrow.org. Definitely check it out. Randy Lanier's organization. You learn more about him. You learn more about their mission to get people out of jail that have been sent there purely on cannabis convictions. Okay, let me see. What strain is it? This is Sour Chem. Sour Chem is a hybrid leaning. See, that's hard because sometimes the chems can be a little more sativa-esque. It's a sour chem, so maybe those terps are going to lean a little bit more towards an upper type of experience. I haven't smoked it yet. Let's find out. But this right here is sour chem. Ooh. It is kind of sour. It's got like this note from the first hit. Ooh, the smoke smells good. The smoke smells good. Oh, it's nice. Mm. We're also going to pull this back out tonight. On Sunday's show, we did a walkthrough, an unboxing. And let me see, I've got prophetic Neruyu. Even though you might be a bot, regardless. Welcome to Highly Motivated. Okay. I'm not used to coughing with gold flower, but it seems very soft. It's hot. I need a fan. It's like this room got even hotter. I don't know how this room could get hotter. It was already pretty hot in here. I digress. Ooh. Let's use one of my little tips. There we go. How fancy. Here we go. Check that shit out. Okay, so now I'm being fancy. Now, I know you can roll around this, but I like shoving my joint in it. I mean, either way, it still works. And that way I can also smoke it down to the nuggy nug. So if I keep smoking, I don't have to hold it right down there. I can keep toking on it, like right to the very edge. Look at it. Isn't that cool? Okay. And then the glass beads kind of act as a filter for any particulate, organic particulates that get through. Mulron. I'm probably saying it wrong, and I'm probably butchering it. It is what it is. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, you're right. I have the pinky out. Wait. I was gonna drink tea tonight, but I didn't. Oh, you know what else we got to smoke tonight? I could not wait. Okay, I picked this up just the other day. This is some live rosin batter from Goldflower. This one is Fruit Stand. Oh my God, I can't stop sweating. This is crazy in here. Okay, this is fuel. This is Fruit Stand. Probably one of the tastiest, most beautiful rosins that I've smoked lately. Fruit Stand. Delicious. So we've got that to do tonight in the Puffco Proxy, one of my favorite devices. And tonight we're going to smoke a little flower out of the Venti. Stores in Bickle. I got a great deal. Thank you again, Christian Lazardi, the representative over at Stores in Bickle, for letting me know about the incredible deal. And that's what we got. I got this on a great deal. I love it. It's different than smoking flower like this. You're smoking flower, but you're decarboxylating it at very low temperatures. You're getting a lot of flavor. And the effect of it is very clean up to the head. Now, I don't feel like it lasts very long. I mean, that could just be me, but that means I was smoking a lot of it. I was smoking. I kept repacking it. I had to test it. It was pretty cool. All right. Now, this Friday, we do have a giveaway, but I'm not going to tell you what it is yet because I don't know what it is yet. I don't know. But when I know, I'm going to tell you. I think that's fair. But this Friday, everybody, big giveaway. We're going to be doing it right here on the show. Like every Friday night, we're going to be doing a swag giveaway. I don't know what, but I have an idea. I have an idea on something that might be really cool. Like a crystal pipe. Like a pipe made out of a piece of crystal. Oh, coolest damn thing you've ever seen. Coolest thing. Hey, everybody, check it out. We got Steven on the show. Steven, welcome. Highly motivated. Welcome. We're being a little fancy tonight. And our Lightsy, welcome to Highly Motivated. By the way, these are people who are on the Instagram or the Insta Cha-Cha. You can catch me tonight on 7 different channels. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Instagram, YouTube. Did I miss one? I probably did. I thought I let it go out. Look at that! I saved it. It's like a cannabis miracle. Okay. Perfecto. Thank you very much. I do feel fancy. So this is sour chem. I don't know if you notice, but it's kind of making me want to cough. Certain terpenes can do that. Certain combinations can do that. Sour chem, I think it's the sourness. So whatever terpene is responsible for giving that back end flavor, I think that right there would be what's making me kind of cough. But usually I don't. Gold flower is so special because they're organic, because they're hand trimmed, because they're living soil, and because they cure and dry their weed fantastically. Now I see over here, I don't like the flower that much. Well, to me, flower is the beginning. Flour can be done in so many different ways. I make tea from it. On one of our last shows, we did a whole episode about making tea, which is the original medication. It's the ancient medication. But the tea, you're doing what's called a partial decarboxylation. So you're taking the raw bud, the raw flower, and holy shit, I can't stop sweating here. It's like I'm schwitzing. I don't need to go to a sauna. I do the podcast. It's my sauna. So when you make a tea, you're not going over 250 degrees. You're not decarboxylating and changing it into delta 9 THC. Oh, no, 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 no. You are activating things like CBGA. You're doing it like between 200 and 215. That's like the temperature range you do when you make a tea with the raw bud. So the great thing about that is you're pulling the oils out and you're activating that flower and you're activating the acidic chain for CBGA, which she dissipates at like 250 degrees. So you only get her between 200 and 220-ish. All right, now I let it go out. But I like the rosin as well. I love resin, no. So rosin, resin, resin, rosin. Rosin is going to be more your partially decarboxylated, aged, pressed trichomes. Resin is a dirtier product. I'm not saying it's bad because I've smoked resin for a long time. And resin is usually what you're going to get a lot of when you smoke a roach. So when you're smoking roaches, they feel hard, right? Because that's resin. Like this one feels hard. This one's like hard. It's like super like resonated. So this is the resin all inside here. Resin's okay, but normally rosin is what I like to go after. And flour, I eat it raw. I make a tea. Oh, flour you have to reimagine entirely. And as far as smoking the flour, I didn't enjoy it as much until I got to gold flour. That's not a plug. I've worked for a lot of cannabis companies here in Florida, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. I've worked for a whole bunch of them, and I smoked their stuff, and I sold it, and I talked good about it, even though I probably shouldn't have. And then when I came across gold flower after coming back from Colorado, where I smoked some incredible shit. I've smoked shit from all over the world, so I have a good eye and mind for cannabis, or a good taste for it. Came back, a friend of mine. I wasn't working for gold flower. A friend of mine turned me on to them, and holy shit, it was like amazing. Half a joint, and I'm like, I'm stoned. Half a joint, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. You know how long it had been since I had smoked one joint, and halfway through, I'm sitting there going, I need to put this down? What? So for me, I almost gave up on flour, but I do like other things. I've got rosin over here. I've got some lovely batter. When I buy, I get disposable for the ease and not strong smell. You get disposables and you're vaping, which is fine, especially a rosin or a resin. I would prefer a rosin. If you try a rosin, you'll love it. But you're right, the strong smell. So resin doesn't really give off the smell. Rosin does. Rosin, they take the bud, they wash it really good. They turn the water pink. They run it through multi-microns, and they get like blonde hash. And then they take that and they freeze dry it. They age it. They press it. And that's the shit you could smoke in a good shit. That's the good shit. King's Wish. Everybody check it out. We got King's Wish 420. Welcome to Highly Motivated. Welcome to Highly Motivated. Okay. But that being said, there's something for everybody. And I don't vape necessarily anymore. The only thing I do like that would be out of the Puffco Proxy. But you'll see tonight, we'll do it in a moment. Easy to clean, easy to use. One of my favorite concentrate devices. And right now, my favorite dry herb device, the Venti. This thing, so easy. I'll show you tonight. Easy. I've been using this thing since we did the Sunday show. Every day. Multiple times a day. This is great. Okay, for dry herb vaporizing. All that being said, morning. King's Wish is coming to us from the morning time. Oh, what happened over here to Steven? Hello to all. I haven't been on. I just got home from the hospital after 5 days of fluids and stupid amounts of fluids and protein push packs. So damn tasty. Passed out driving the car. Now, how the hell I'm alive, but my body stopped and pulled over on the interstate. And put the car in park, and I woke up to ER and firefighters. But I'm glad I'm almost 100% fixing to start growing my pineapple upside down gelato. And then I'm going to take these Durban Poison Femmes, second pop them, and take the pollen from Raspberry Jiffy. He's busy. He's busy. He's busy. I don't even know what to say. You've got to be a lot more fucking careful. Why'd you pass out? What the fuck happened? You didn't even go into detail over there. I'm hoping you're okay. But why did you almost pass out? What the fuck was going on? Look, we're going to get to the real questions here. We're going to find out what's going on. No, seriously. You're just out of the blue here. You're about to, you and driving. Look, originally you got into what was it, a car accident? Originally, what really has messed you up, and you're still recovering from that. Maybe get a friend to drive. I'm just throwing that out there to you. Maybe you shouldn't be driving. I mean, who am I to say that? I'm nobody. But maybe you shouldn't be driving. Or at least, were you high? Were you really fucking high? Now, okay, I've been really, really high before, and I've taken a hit while driving, and then I almost passed out. But when that shit happened, I realized I'm never smoking that much again while driving. Now you got to tell me, Steven. Now I want to know. By the way, everybody, you can check out Instagram as well and probably read those comments there. That's Steven. He's stupid grower. But Steven, look, we're all cannabis. Even if you don't smoke, even if you don't eat it, even if you don't use it in any way, we are all cannabis because we have an endocannabinoid system. And maybe deep down, that brings all of us together. I don't know. Wait. Let me see. I'm glad I'm also. Oh, wait. I'm just rereading it again. All right. Whoever that guy is, I hope he's okay. So Mulron or Mulron, Mule, it's got to be Mule. It's like Mulron. I'm just going to say it anyways. I'm just going to keep saying it until it makes sense. But I know it's just a name. It's just a username. But okay. So Steven, he's over here on the Twitchy. Mulron wants to make sure that he hopes you're okay. And there you go. I hope you're okay as well. Holy shit. It sounds like you're okay. Sounds like you've been through some shit. Steven has a very exciting life. A lot of excitement happens around him. I just hope he's all right. This is the first I'm hearing about this. This is crazy sauce, dude. This is crazy sauce. Just let you know. Okay. By the way, if you're new to the show, I want to let you know. No expectations. No set conversations, but we are going to talk about some shit tonight. What? I don't know. But we're going to talk. We're going to talk. Freedom. It is such an important thing to talk about because I don't think we understand it. And understanding civilization's crafted freedom. Civilization. We are living in a crafted civilization. And in that, we are patriotized. We dedicate and vow our allegiance, strangely, to a corporation without realizing it. Because since birth, we've been indoctrinated. We've been classified. Since birth, we owe money. Okay, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into it. It's a micro topic. I'm not high enough for that yet. So, I got to tell you, now look, in the beginning, I started smoking it. I was coughing a little bit, which is strange for me. Beautifully smooth. It's strong. I can taste the sourness. So whatever terp is responsible. Actually, maybe Travi knows. SST, Travi, would you know what terpene is? I think I want to say it's like terpinolene, like an insane amount of it. What terpenine would be responsible for like that sour back flavor? Because sour chem, I don't taste anything chemical. And sour chem, like a sour chemical taste, no, nothing like that. It feels like a sativa with the way I'm acting. Look, before the show, no energy. Oh, I'm not so hot anymore. I think I'm climatizing. Like 30 minutes, 45 minutes into the show, I'm like, I'm so hot. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh no, I'm better. I'm like, I'm not as hot as I was a second ago. I know some people find this show and they're like, what the hell's going on? Like, the guy doesn't stop talking. I can't. It's a podcast. If I stop talking, then what? You're just going to stare at me and I'm going to stare back at you? How weird is that? See, I was trying. I can't go quiet. I can't go quiet. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. I see over here, SST says tryptamine, limonene. So limonene and tripoline. And then I've got muron, terpenes, particularly limonene, myrcene, primarily responsible for giving cannabis its sour, tangy, or citrusy flavors. Oh, yes, no, of course. But specifically the sour. Because at the back of my tongue, top roof of my mouth, super sour. Like it's getting more sour as we're going along. And I could, like, right now, it's like overwhelmingly sour. I mean, it's good. It's not like it's sour. It's not like sour milk. It's like a lemony sour, like a limey lemony sour. There's a Colombian lime that this kind of tastes like, and that's what you make a good mojito. If you're gonna make a good mojito, you make it with the Colombian lime. It's like a tiny little beautiful lime. It's like beautiful. I can't remember the guy who showed me this lime and showed me how to make a beautiful Colombian mojito. But you have to understand this guy, very passionate about the mojito and very passionate about the lime and the right vodka. The right vodka and lime. That's what it's all about. But I've had it with a white rum. I've had a good mojito with a white rum. Is it vodka? I want to say it's rum. Like a white rum. Tonight we are bougie. Tonight I'm using my joint holder. Wait, what did I miss? Find the Google. We're influenced by other terpenes, the specific strains, genetics, and how it was grown. True, and that can change it a lot. But it's interesting. Tryptamine, limonene. So limonene and tryptamine might be responsible for the sour. But I like it. I like the different energy. It's not a head energy. I kind of feel it here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what the hell that is, but I feel that. Find the Google. Find the Google form. Form the Google. Form the Google. Find the form. Google. Find the Google form. All right, whatever. I'm just. No, I was feeling a little crazy before the show. I was a little stressed out about what I'm not exactly sure. I really don't have any reason to be stressed out. And sometimes when we don't have a reason to be stressed out and everything is just kind of going okay to good, you're stressed. You get stressed and you overthink things. That's why I like this show, because this show, I don't think about anything. And like my mind just goes blank entirely. I love the community of highly motivated, because no matter how stressed I might be about something or how emotional I might be about something, it comes together in a very different way here on the show. It comes together where we are all connected. We are all different atoms all coming together. And I feel better. I feel different. So I guess you are all therapy. Congratulations. You're Oregonji's therapy, or your orange therapy. I don't have to go to therapy. I'd come to the show. Yeah, Steven, absolutely have a staring contest. We should try that sometime. Don't blink. Don't blink. No, David, did I blink? I blinked. I blinked. Wait, I'm going to take my new migraine meds. Yeah, and eat. I will be back in 20 minutes. Steven, go take your migraine meds. I used to have to take this crazy medication called Imatrix. I think that's what it was called. I know they ended up having like a nasal spray and a pill, but I wasn't that lucky. In the beginning days when I used to get terrible migraines, so bad. I go blind. I was in so much pain. I would fall over. It would debilitate my entire mind, body, and soul. And back then, I'll tell you, now I smoke a lot of weed. No, I start getting a headache that I know is turning into a migraine. I smoke a sativa. A sativa. It stops the rush. There, what is it? The endorphin? Is it the endorphin rush that creates the migraine? So it doesn't necessarily stop the rush, but it opens up the blood vessels. Sativas are vasodilators. Sativas open up the pathways and allow the blood and other scientific shit to flow through the body properly. So when I'm starting to get a migraine, I smoke a very like a Durban poison, an emerald apricot, the Thai, any good Thai, like a Thai chocolate, or a flow. Flow comes from purple Thai and Afghani mixed together, which are two indicas, but they become a sativa in that hybrid cross. Well, okay. Anyways, but I smoke a sativa to open up the pathways and allow that rush of whatever I said a moment ago, which that may not even be the word, but that's okay. You know where I'm going with it. But that basic rush of endorphins, it opens up the pathways and allows it to flow instead of getting blocked up in the brain and creating a migraine. And then once I get rid of the migraine, I'll probably smoke an indica. It's a mind and muscle relaxant. Indicas, now again, indica hybrid sativa is just the shape of a plant, but we're using it as easy reference to understand uppers, downers, and shit that's mixed in the middle. Hybrid. Mm. So once I go from a migraine to a headache, I smoke a indica leaning strain to relax the muscle, relax the mind, and then the headache goes away. So sometimes it's a two-step process. Also drink lots of fluids. That's it. Just stay hydrated. That's my but before, so Steven's off to go take some migraine shit, right? Imatrix. And it was a shot. Now, those of you that have been on the show, um, have possibly heard my dad before. So if he happens to call in while I'm doing my show, I answer and we talk to him. So my father's an Englishman, and he was brought up more prim and proper and a little more strict. I mean, at 2 years old, 2 years old, yes, you should be eating with a knife and fork, and if not, for shame, I tell you. Anyways, so my father, he's not a brute. He's a very gentle man. I mean, no, he's a tough guy. Not tough like a Marine. He's tough like, look, he won't take your shit, but at the same time, he's firm. And when he speaks, people shut the fuck up. And even now, if he gets mad, everybody shuts the fuck up and they listen because he doesn't get mad, like he doesn't raise his voice. It's in his energy. It's in his power. And nobody questions him. That's the wildest thing. When it comes to my dad, nobody fucking questions the guy. They're like, yeah, Peter, you're right. Yeah, yes, sir. So he's always an awesome dude. Schwartzy Pants. Everybody welcome Schwartzy Pants 2. Highly motivated. Welcome to the show. So anyways, you're just talking about when I used to get migraines, and now I smoke sativas to indicas in order to get rid of the entire wave of head pain. But back in the day, because Steven is off to take some migraine medication, he just got out of the hospital. Holy shit, Steven. Holy shit. East Coast Media, everybody. East Coast Visual Media. Major Nugs, welcome. Highly motivated. Welcome to the show. Everybody, Major Nugs. Oh, shit. He's on Insta Cha Cha as well. Major Nugs, welcome to highly motivated, highly motivated. So, anyways, I was saying, when I used to get migraines, my dad would, so back in the day, we didn't have pills, we didn't have a nasal spray. It was a shot, a needle, like this. It wasn't a tiny needle. It was like, why the fuck did they have to be so long? I don't know. So back then, I'm a kid. I'm not going to take it and do my own, right? You had to do it in the leg. The leg is where it had to go in. And my dad loved to give me shots. Every time I get a migraine, even though he knows I'm in pain, and the shots would zombify me, like destroy me. So if the pain didn't destroy me, the shot would. I mean, yeah, it took pain. I could get shot, I wouldn't know I was shot. I think it'd be stabbing me. I'd be like, what is going on? I don't know what's going on. That's the kind of painkiller, Imitrix, back in the day. It was in a shot. So anyways, I don't want the fucking shot. What is this? This is crazy. And I'd be like, no, I can't look at it. He goes, right, son, just bloody man up. Stop being a bloody baby. Okay, but it hurts. And he said, shut up. I'm just giving you my father. And this is back, now he's changed. He's so gentle now. Son, bloody shut up and man up. Now I'm going to give you this bloody shot. Would you like me to bloody count? Or do I just bloody stab you? What kind of talk is that? Right, I'm just going to bloody stab you. Boom! Right in my leg. No count. Just telling me he's going to fucking stab me. And he did. Look, one time I'll tell you when he punched me, we were in fucking London. It was my fault. I was an asshole. It was totally my fault. I so deserved it. And all right, I'll tell you that in a second, though. So anyways, he hits my leg with it. He did this numerous times. Not the same day. He wasn't like stabbing the leg going, feel better, son? No. So he hit me really, I was an asshole. So I guess I deserved it. So he gave me the injection and my leg poofed up like a big bubble right here on my leg. And we both looked at it. It's like, it doesn't look good, Dad. It doesn't look good. Well, you know, son, not always does things look good. Sometimes you just have to smack it. What is this with you today? Well, you know, just like this. Whack! And he smacked it. And he applied pressure and he rubbed it in. And the thing went away. And I was zombified. Imitrix kicked my ass. Like, totally zombified me. And I would basically be on the floor. I'd have to be carried to the couch or something. So terrible medication. That's why I love smoking cannabis or using it. Now, smoking it helps with headaches immediately. Before starting the show, I had a headache. I think I even mentioned it. I think possibly at the beginning of the show, I was even mentioning that I have a little bit of a headache. I'm a little stressed out. Not anymore. I feel good. I feel more easy. I feel more talkative, more open. Look, even at the beginning of the show, I was telling you, it's been a crazy day. I dedicate this show to my mama, wherever she is resting, energetically, still dancing, still talking, still helping. I know, amazing woman she was. She used to be a backup singer for Tina Turner, and a dancer. And she was in movies in Europe. Movie actress, singer, dancer. She met my father. He was on a business trip with a group of Japanese men. And of course, you know, he was closing this deal, and they came to this private Japanese bar where all the women are wearing kimonos and they are serving only men customers. Very interesting. Private bar. I should have asked her more questions about this. I think I'm going to ask him more questions about this. So anyways, my mum was on the stage singing a Japanese song. Oh, yo, 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 yo. No, no, no. I don't know the words, but that's the tune. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, anyways. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, okay. I can't remember the name. I can't remember the words. But she was, I don't know, amazing and legendary. And so they met in a Japanese private bar where she wasn't supposed to give her number. Now, their meeting was very wild, very, just her whole life was very exciting. So I would dedicate every show to her. I kind of dedicate my working, my working life, my working environment, my goal or my choice, my direction of employment, I dedicate to her because she's why I do it. I couldn't save her. I couldn't help her. But I can help. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe a million. I don't know. But if that's all I do, that's everything. And that's entirely for her. So Tammy, Tamara, I even gave my youngest daughter her middle name, her name, middle name though. I gave her middle name, my mom's name. And just amazing. So listen, even if you're angry with parents, still love them. Still let them know. Even if they might be dicks and they don't appreciate your love, it doesn't matter. It's not for them to appreciate. It's for you to appreciate them while you can, while they're still alive, while they're still here. Okay, that's just, I don't want to get too emotional right now, but I wish I would have appreciated my mother more while she was here. I wish I would have told her. Now, every time I was embarrassed, it was me. It was not her. She was amazing. And I wish I would have seen it then. She always would tell me, "You'll miss me when I'm gone." I'm like, what is this shit? Where the fuck are you going? You're fucking not going anywhere. Of course I miss her every single day. Okay. Moving on. Homie, I checked your videos saying you're not affiliated and verified. I got a proposal for you by sharing your stream to Kick community for you to gain 1,000 active audience. If it's done naturally and somebody wants to promote us, verify us, stand beside, stand by me. So darling, I can't. So no, this is an authentic show. It grows organically. It grows on its own. It grows or it doesn't grow. It doesn't matter. It's everything it needs to be. So welcome everybody to the show. So Calper one, welcome to Highly Motivated, the show that re-energizes me, revitalizes me, and I feel is such an important part of community now. I feel this is an important part of community because we need this. We even for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, it doesn't matter. This coming together digitally, because we don't get to do this in person anymore. Life, bills, jobs, responsibilities, kids, wives, whatever it might be. It's hard to hang out on the big couch and smoky tokey and learn and talk and download and upload. We don't get to do that so much anymore. Very little. There's cannabis festivals, but again, it's different. Because this, you don't have to smoke. This, you don't have to be a smoky toker. A smoky toker. You have an endocannabinoid system, so you are welcome into the show. Everybody's welcome, no matter what. Even if you don't have one, you do. All humans have one. I mean, if you're a non-human entity, like a digital, artificial intelligence that's coming in through the cracks of different realities, welcome. Welcome just the same. Okay. I don't know what's going on. For what is this? 49 minutes I've been smoking the same joint? This is my doink a doink, or a doink and a little bit more of a doinky. So like a doink and a half. It's like a joint and a half. A gram and a half, maybe. Or not even, maybe just a gram. I don't know. This has been a slow burner. Not bad at all, though. Getting a little more harsh the smaller it gets. But that's the sour chem taste. It's nice. And I feel like it's a sativa. At least it's acting like that. A doinky doinker. Ah, okay. But it's a doinky doinker. So it's a doink and a little doinker. Just just a little bit. I should have shirts made like that. Doink, doink a doink, doink a doink a doink. A doink a doink a doink. Well, that's a couple of grams right there. A doink a doink a doink. That's a 3 grammer. A doink a doink a doink a doinka. That's a 4 grammer. A super doink. Now we're starting in 5. Super duper doink. That's already at 7 because you're super duper doink. Oh shit. Was that an 8? Damn, I can't count. Welcome everybody to the show that's not a show, but a digital hangout of people, a digital hangout of energy on different networks. Remember, you can catch us right here: LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Instagram, YouTube. That's a lot. That's a lot. And maybe more, maybe soon more. Who knows? Anybody, look, if I'm not on a specific streaming platform and I should be, let me know. Oh, let me see. Do you get the best of both strains? Do I get, let me see, I recently only started smoking like 2 years ago. I don't get the hybrid part of it still. Hybrid is just the cross of 2 different strains. So if you're taking, for example, one of my favorite crosses is called Flow, F-L-O. So Flow comes from Afghani and Purple Thai. Purple Thai is more of an indica, and Afghani is definitely an indica. These two cross together, they hybridize them to create Flow, which ended up being a sativa. But here's the wild part. Sativa indica hybrid, it's just a plant. Ruderalis. It's just a plant. Like, it's just the size of a plant, like the shape and the stylings of this specific plant. The leaning of up or down or somewhere kind of balancing in the middle all comes down to the initial terpenes, the initial flavors, and the way they interact with your cannabinoid receptors. So if this flavor, this smell, oh, excuse me, is interacting with your set of CB1 or set of CB2 or set of orphan receptors that should be known as the CB3, it like sparks them alive. They look for it. And now when they're awake, your mood, your body, your changes start leaning in that direction. And then THC on its own is just glue. It's just glue, sometimes very strong glue, but to stick all the other cannabinoids that activate and become the psychoactive or become the healing and the regeneration of the endocannabinoid system. It's a lot. That's a lot going on. Since this went out again, really quickly, we're going to bust out the Puffco proxy. Puffco does not support me in any way, shape, or form, but I'm letting you know it's a fucking great device. Like, it is. They've never given me a deal. They've never sent me shit. But I talk about them on almost every show because I went through so many devices in order to smoke this concentrate. I went through an incredible amount of devices. I broke these devices. The seahorse was nice. I like the seahorse. That, wow, it's like a tangerine peel, a lemon. Oh, it's like, oh, it's, look at that gorgeousness. Wow, isn't that lovely? That's nice. It's good. That's some good goodness right there. Look at that. Look, it's crystally, it's diamondy. Oh, I could barely contain myself. So this is concentrate. And this I do at a very low temperature. That way I'm tasting it. And I'm allowing it to enter into my system instead of shocking my endocannabinoid system. Instead of shocking me and be like, no shocky. We're doing it more terp activation and low temp. So more available cannabinoids that are not getting burned up through high combustion. Okay. Wow. That fruit stand. This is fruit stand at Goldflower. Fruit stand. I recommend you get this. They probably don't have many left. I got into the Ocala location on the way home. I was like, all right, you know what I'm looking for? He's like, Oren, we got 7. I'm like, shut up, you got 7? He's like, 7. Like, give me one. I'm not greedy. I want one. So I know there's 6 right now at Ocala. Maybe not. Maybe somebody got the fruit stand. Wow, I can't stop smelling it. Okay, let's smoke it. All right, let me get out my fancy metal stick. I feel like I'm a dentist or something. I need one. But you smoke rosin and it helps everything. No, actually, where is it? Attention, where is his? Oregano oil, or oil of oregano, not the essential oil, but oil of oregano. If you put a couple drops on your tongue, and that is actually going to help take care of mouth pain. It's an antiseptic, antibiotic. Oil of oregano. Okay. It's like, what's going on in this room all of a sudden? Or I want to sneeze? What's happening? Oh, I do want to sneeze. Hold on. Gotta look at bright light. It's not helping. Oh, good Lord. I think I'm better. I can breathe. Just for a moment. There's no tissues in here. There's tissues everywhere. There's like nothing in here anywhere. Okay, wait. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, we're back. Welcome, everybody. I feel like I can breathe my best when I sneeze. I don't know what that is. Do you ever stir or whip your concentrates? Well, I used to. And I would whip them up initially, but it wasn't really doing anything. And I've learned when I leave it like this, you see how diamondy that looks? How beautifully crystally that looks? So, and I don't know why the screen is like muted over here. It never used to be. And but it seems like my restream, it's like the screen, the colors over here on the camera, something. Maybe my camera's dirty, but it used to be a lot clearer and brighter there. But maybe you can see it on the Insta Cha-Cha. You can see how crystally that is. And it's just beautiful. Really is. So if I stir it up, I mean, you're not losing anything. You're not missing anything. I've whipped it before. But instead, I just like to just kind of go in there and just take a chunk. Just take a chunk. Maybe another more of a chunk. Oh, there we go. It's a big chunk. Oh, it's a bloody lovely. There we go. I'm just gonna. Okay. This is what we're going to be putting in there. It's not an incredible amount. You still doesn't that look gorgeous? All right. So I'm putting that in the Puffco proxy. In the proxy. All right, like so. Just drop it in. Get in there. Get in there, I say. It's not a crazy amount. But remember, I'm doing this on low heat. Also, to talk about it quickly, the venti, you put a small amount of bud in here, and you're getting really quite a large session. I'll show you guys in a moment how much we put in and how long of a session we're actually getting before you get that popcorn taste. And we're doing it at such a low heat. Wow. There's some wild stuff happening because you're also getting acidics. You're getting a large amount of cannabinoids because, again, you're doing low heat, very small amount of decarboxylation. Well, low heat decarboxylation. So more available cannabinoids able to get into your system. Okay, so you saw what I put in right there. Right there. Excellent. Very good. Let's cover that back up. I love it. They've got like a little cover that goes on it, and then the top. So that way it doesn't get freezer burned, and that way it stays fresh. I like to keep mine in the freezer, and then I take them out and let them sit and rest for at least 15 minutes, maybe 20. Only because you don't want the moisture. You don't want to open it up and have water affecting it or moisture messing with it. All right, so that's it. I loaded the pipe. There's a button right here. I go 1, 2. Okay, green means it's on the lowest setting. On this lowest setting, it buzzed. When it buzzes again, now this is great for migraines, by the way. I put a sativa in this, and if I have a headache, this is what I'm smoking. And this will take away my migraine. A sativa. Now I gotta hit it. Like if my migraine's full blown and I'm like in blinding mode, not much helps. A sativa, if I can even smoke, but usually I can't even do that if it's, but it's been a long time. Cannabis helps me regulate it. All right, it buzzed. Here we go. Ooh. Low heat, you don't have to hold it in. Just clearing it out. But it went off. How much do we have left? Not very much. I'll wait till it dries up a bit and show you. Not dries up, but cools down a bit. Okay. That was great. Low heat. You're not, look, I don't do dabs. I don't do high heat. High heat it's good. You're shocking the system. You're overfilling your endocannabinoid cup. And when you overfill a cup, it gets very difficult to get high again. I mean, you can get high, but you're always chasing a high. That's some strong stuff right there. You always end up chasing a high. You always end up wanting to do more and more and more. But when I do it like this, I do concentrates like this, I can hit this once, I can put that down and realize I'm pretty high. And this will last me. I mean, if I don't smoke anything else, like if I don't smoke anything else, then this would last me like another hour, 2 hours. I wouldn't even think about smoking. I'd be balanced. So, so in that balancing, it's the high THC and multi-cannabinoid concentration of things, the combination of things. No butane contamination, no high heat. You're doing a ceramic bowl. You're hitting the pure concentrate of the product. So, wow. To me, this is like a gourmet way, a very high class, I tell you, sophisticated way to smoke. Just letting you know. This is bougie. No, it's not. It's not. Anybody can be comfortable with this. It's an easy way to do it. Look, I packed it and I could still get another session out of it, I think. I can't see how the oil looks. There's like, the light is weird and it blinds me so I can't actually see shit. Okay. Anyways, we'll let that cool down a moment. But that's great. See, I could put that amount of concentrate inside and I can end up getting 2 full sessions out of that. And you saw how much smoke I pulled out of that. Very beneficial. And it lifted me right up here. Good level. Made sure my head's not really hurting. I had to get some of that light out of my eyes. It's just a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much. I gotta. Okay. So Wednesday, middle of the week. Where is the week gone? Is it just me? Am I the only one that is feeling like the week is like, or maybe it's been slow, but every day we think slow, but it's not. Today hasn't been slow. It's been like, maybe an hour, like an hour out of my day today. It was kind of slow. Like I didn't know what was going on. That's what, before the show, I was like all farmished. But then the show started and everything made sense. That's a little strange. No, maybe not. Like, no, maybe not. It's the community. It's the energy that I know you guys are bringing. And when you bring that energy, you bring that passion. Passion is a word. Passion is more. Someone on Linky Winky on the LinkedIn They have an article that they put out about passion and and how the word is cheap, and cannabis people use passion to describe what they feel for the industry or for the plant or for the community. But that's exactly what it is. It's passion. I'm passionate about it. I am infused with passion. That's what keeps me going. The industry has been hard. Laws changing and regulations fluctuating. But in all of that, I have endured. Long nights, sometimes no pay, but I have endured. And why? I don't know how to give up. I, I don't know how to stop. I have a very strong work ethic, but I didn't always. I'm passionate about cannabis and its industry and its people and its community and its plant. And because of that, I have a strong work ethic. Because of that, uh, I have my nose to the grindstone. Because of that, I don't take vacations. I should. Because of that, my sons think I'm a workaholic. My whole family thinks I'm a workaholic. But they don't realize that the show, it's bigger. The show is bigger. Look, the show is huge in the sense that they're part of it and they don't realize. They're a big part of it. They are the reason I do this as well. The show is, it's not work. This is not work. This is pure enjoyment from my soul, from my passionate soul. I love this show. And even if one person watched me, I love the show. It's not about who's watching me. My energy is being pushed and transmitted internationally, intergalactically, for all time. I will be there. Regardless of how you see me, I will be there some way or another. I am in the digital airwaves. And this is my broadcast to the universe, to the universal soul of humanity. I always thought to myself, how? How can we change? How can we reach people? How can we teach people? How can we bring them together in a bigger way? Something almost eternal. This, this show is our transmission, our call out, our our reaching hand to humankind, to save this earth, to save each other, to spread knowledge, to teach, to educate, to re-energize, to re-enthusiate. It's a word, look it up, I checked. To re-enthusiate each other as community. I have insane amounts of enthusiasm. And I feel, hey, we see Travi over here. Welcome to the other side. Highly motivated. By the way, everybody, check out Travi as well. He's been slanging and banging. He's killing it. He's doing great. He is a Florida influencer, really making a lot of waves. I'm seeing you all over the place. You're doing fantastic. Don't know what all that other words out of my mouth was a second ago. It was hip, yo. It was hip, yo. I'm being hip. That's making me really feel like my dad. Holy shit, holies. Holy shnikes. So everybody check out Travi. He's on LinkedIn and he's on Facebook. SST Life, or on the Linky Winkies. Travi SST. He's on the Insta Cha Cha. He's all over the place. Check him out. Florida cannabis influencer. And so, look, I do the show because I want to help one person. And in the knowing that I can help one, I can help thousands, I can help millions. Maybe I can reach the world with a great message of understanding our options, understanding we can use cannabis like fuel, understanding we can use cannabis as a battery, understanding to push the agenda of cannabis, to push the agenda of healing and of community and togetherness and bringing people together in a way where, I don't know, bringing people together in a way that's just authentic. You know, I don't want anything from you. I'm not selling you anything necessarily. I promote a great cannabis company. Um, I promote a great cannabis company. Organic, hand trimmed living soil, Goldflower, cannabis, Florida. They're amazing. They're growing so quickly. Locations all over the place. With hands down, for the price, they are the number one. For the price, they are killing it. Like $80 for mix and match ounce, and then $99 for any 1 gram rosin concentrates, like what I was just smoking. Beautiful. Mwah. Or if you get the Space Coast, you get five. What? I know. It's crazy. Um, so yeah, I promote cannabis, I promote a good brand. I promote good hand trimmed shit. But I promote something bigger. Now I see Mulron. I feel like the last 5 years have flown by me. This week, I'm telling you, this week, this week specifically, maybe last week too. I feel that maybe 5 years has been fast. Like you look behind you, just 1 second, you're like, whoa, how long? What, 5 years? 5 years. Should turn an episode into a musical. Just need the money. Should turn an episode into a musical. We should. We should have a musical episode. A musical episode. No, I'm going to scare away anybody listening to me. The second I start to sing, that's it. It's done. I think all I could do is like a good Joe Cocker. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Always singing out of tune. Wrong words most of the time. Would you stand up and walk out on me? Almost knocked down everything. Lend me your ear and I'll sing you a song. And I'm probably gonna sing out of key. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we should do a musical. I'm actually down with that. Travi says we should turn an episode into a musical. That would be really cool. Like our own musical, the highly motivated musical. I'm going to write that down. Highly motivated musical. All right, we have to get other people to sing. I can't sing. I'm not. That would have to be like a show where we have multiple people on the show. Look, I just talk about me singing and people leave the show. I just talk about me singing and I lose numbers, which is okay. You shouldn't be subjected to my singing for long periods of time. I'm good for like 10 seconds. No, maybe 5. I'm like a 5-second singer. And then after that, I'm like all over the map. But wow, a musical. That would be something. Highly motivated the musical. Ooh, while I have less people here, let me tell you, we're doing a giveaway on Friday. I don't know what I'm giving away, but I have an idea. It might be a crystal pipe. Now, it belongs to a company I used to work for, or no, they gave it to me. But it doesn't matter. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's a great piece. And you don't see them necessarily. I haven't seen a crystal pipe, a pipe carved from a piece of like whatever those crystals are. Like whatever those crystals are. That'd be interesting if it was a salt crystal. Like you're smoking out of a salt crystal. No, you're gonna be smoking salts. Don't do that. Don't listen to me. You're already seeing, just gotta put a pitch to it, is some musical lineup in the back. I do. I need to have other people on the show, and everybody needs to have like a chorus of people being able to sing. Everybody has their part. I don't know how many I can get on here, and I don't know how many I can get on the Instagram. But if I can get like 4 or 5 people on the restream, and 4 or 5 people on the Insta Cha-Cha. We can set this up and have an amazing musical. Highly motivated the music. I'm gonna look into this. This is exciting. I don't even know how I don't even know how I'd put this together. Actually, I do have an idea. No. Oh, you know what I didn't tell you? Okay. So earlier in the show, when I was talking about my dad enjoying stabbing me in the leg with the Imitrix to get rid of my see how hot it is? I'm just sweating. To get rid of my migraine. So I had quickly mentioned that he punched me once. I'm like, I quickly mentioned that he gave me a little punch. Um, so we were in England, and I'll give you the story quickly, but we were in England and we were walking in an area of town where to the left of me were the speakers boxes. It's a famous part in London where anybody and everybody can jump up on the box and talk about what their political views are. They could talk about anything they want to. It doesn't matter. It's the speaker's corner. And so everybody would jump up, and you have all the punks out there with the big huge mohawks. Really awesome stuff. I mean, really awesome. So I was rotten. I was in a bad mood. As a kid, most of me being a kid, it consisted of my bad moods. So it, I think I was just the whole trip. I was just talking shit. I was really pushing the envelope. So we're all walking, and I'm walking behind my dad. And it's my father, my mother, my sister, my nan, my grandmother, which is right now 100 years old. Soon she's turning 101. Amazing shit. She'll be 101 in December. We share a birthday month. So my nan, amazing woman. And so, anyways, a Zoom special. A Zoom special. Zoom. I like that. I like where you're going. See, I need Travi to think for me. I can't think. A Zoom special. That's putting it together right. So we were all in London. Speakers corners to my left. Across the street. There's a big marketplace on the right. A lot of people just walking all over the place. I'm walking behind my dad. They're all walking in a line, and I'm just behind them walking, and I'm grumbling about some shit. And I said something. I don't remember what I did, but I talked shit. And my dad stopped, turned around, and said, "Listen here. You say one more bloody word, one fucking word, and I'm going to turn around and bloody deck you. One bloody word. That's it." And then he turned around and everybody started walking again. I don't know, maybe 2 steps in. And I was like, one word. He stopped, turned around, boom. So he hit me so hard. And I was a fucking kid. I don't even know how old I was. Maybe 14, 15, 15. Maybe no. 14, 15, maybe 13. Shit, 12. No. But anyways, I was like, one word. He turned around and in one foot, just boom. I swear I went back like 4 or 5 feet. And I'm on the floor and he hit me right in the nose. And I was tearing up. He hit me so hard. And my grandmother, which is now going to be 101 soon, my grandmother in stride, my nan, turned around, leaned in, and she goes, "You bloody deserve that." Turned around and kept walking. Here I am on the floor. My sweet nan, you bloody deserve that. And I did. And I absolutely deserved it. I deserved that. I did. Could we do that today? Could my dad and myself, if we go back in time, but make it now, like do it in nowadays time. Do it in nowadays time. So do it now. In our current generation, he wouldn't get away with that. I'm like, he wouldn't get away with that. A lot of parents beat the shit out of their kids right there on the street. Your kids disobeying, spank. They'd pick them right up. They wouldn't ask permission. But today, he would probably have to fight people off. Today, he would probably have to do some fisticuffs. That's right. Here we go. A 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. I'll show you how it's bloody done. He's like Gordon Ramsay. He looks a little bit like Gordon Ramsay. He's a little bit older, more refined, Ramsay. Uh, but they both have the same body build. They look the same very similarly. They dress the same. It's crazy shit. It's crazy shit. He doesn't look, Ramsey would love to look like him. Mm. A little history about my dad. He was the original manager of the Rolling Stones before they were the Rolling Stones. So before they became the Rolling Stones, he was their original road manager. That's history. I love history. I'm like, I love history. I never appreciated that knowledge then. I didn't give a shit. And now I'm like, fucking so cool. So fucking cool. He knew Keith Richards. He knew Mick Jagger. And then the other guy, the drummer. I'm like, the other guy, the drummer. So but yeah, he was part of that scene. He even there was a record he had that was painted on, and it was a band like I think it was Led Zeppelin's, but it was before they were Led Zeppelin. Like before they were Led Zeppelin, they were this very raunchy, very raw, sexually explicit band, and he had this album cover that was incredibly sexually explicit, and just wild stuff. So um, LP, vinyl. We don't have vinyl anymore. Nobody has vinyl, which is okay. I mean, I've heard some people say vinyl, you get a certain sound that you can't replicate. Yeah, static. Yeah, you get this really shitty sound. CDs, I remember that was the biggest thing for a while, and then the second they scratched, they're like, oh, they're not good anymore. They still played. I mean, they'd skip a lot, but they'd play. You never know where they would end up sometimes, but they would play. Um, Tapes, I remember tapes. Do you remember tapes? Does anybody know a tape player? I had a cassette player. I had a I had a Sony Walkman cassette player, and then a Sony Walkman CD player. That was like the shit. Like I had a CD player, but if you moved too quickly with it, then it fucked up. Needed a space to share that. Bex Bailey. Bex Bailey. Welcome to Highly Motivated. Welcome to the show that's not a show that is community, a hangout, an energy, a thing, a happening. No expectations. It is what it is. No, that's just I had an itch. I'm not making any itchy. The beard's growing back in. The nose is tickling me. So, let me see. Am I missing anything anywhere? Nope, and nope. A Zoom special. Travi, I love it. I'm gonna put something together. I think a highly motivated musical. I think that's what people need. um, by the way, everybody, the Bex Bailey, she is joining us from LinkedIn. LinkedIn, a business community, a business facey bookie. But I tell you, I love that. I love that the show is played there because LinkedIn needs to loosen up. The business world needs to loosen up because wait, what's this? The other comment didn't show up. I spilled my crumble smoking with you guys, dabbing actually. Dabbing, holy shit, I cannot tell you how many times I've spilled shit. Like you pick it up and you're like, you've got to like balance act it, like to this little hole. Now I don't dab because that's high heat. And the high heat, you're missing out on some of the flavors, you're overwhelming things, but at the same time, enjoy to you and yours. But at the same time, I do quite enjoying, the low temperature. I like that gradual vibe kick instead of that overwhelming. I did in the past, I did enjoy doing a couple dabs. It depends what I'm dabbing. It depends if I'm dabbing alone or dabbing with friends. If I'm dabbing with friends, it's so much better. So much better. So, anyways, yes, the little spoon that you've got, and you've got to get it over there, and you just want to make sure it doesn't fall off. You're like, wait, I'm almost there. Or sometimes it won't fucking come off. Like, you're like this. What is this shit? It won't go in there. It's not going in. Okay. Sorry, I had to get that out. And actually, while we've been talking about dabby, now I want to dab a little bit more. I was going to add, let me finish what's in there. Let's add more. Let's add more. Why? Because there's really not that much in there. Again, this is Fruit Stand, Gold Flower Cannabis here in Florida. Medical cannabis. Again, you must have your medical cannabis card. Right, we're going to use the little itsy bitsy spoon that Bex was dropping shit. Don't be dropping shit. Puffco is mellow. It is mellow. It is. No, I love my proxy. And I put it on the lowest temperature. Now, I could do big dabs. Ooh, I've done some very large dabs. But the lungs aren't what they used to be. And in that, we find new ways to consume in large amounts. That's not going to necessarily blow out the bloody only lung I've got left. I don't think I only have one left, but you never know. Okay. Let's get a big chunk of this. Not a big chunk. Oh my God, it's a big chunk. Well, for me, I'm not going to even show you then because Bex is going to make me feel like I'm not taking a large enough chunk. She goes, you're doing some junior dabbing over there. Junior dabbing. Well, no, I'm just doing it for because there's already something in there. A little bit of resin. This would be resin. Mule. This would be resin. We're going to put the rosin in. Just place that in there. There we go. Just pop it into the bottom. Into the bottom, I say. Thank you very much. Excellent work. Let's put that over there. Let's close this up. Superb. Actually, Bex, you're making me take a dab because you started speaking of it. You've dropped your crumble. I do love crumble. A good sugary crumble. A crumble, to me, a crumble is more looks like almost like the honeycomb. A sugary, diamondy looking honeycomb. That's a beautiful crumble. And then sugar wax. I like a good sugar batter. Not wax. I'm not really big on wax, but batter. I love the batter. And the sugar batter. Shut up. Beautiful. Beautiful like that. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm looking over there, that's Instagram. But should make sure we still have some power. We're still going good. Oh shit, we're fine there. I don't know what's happening tonight. We seem to have bloody power. Okay. Fruit Stand, Gold Flower Cannabis. Delicious. Fruity. Oh, it is. It's very fruity. Fruity. Okay. The reason I like the Proxy, it's easy to clean, easy to use. And no, the Puffco is not mellow. It is mellow. She's right. It is mellow. It's mellow. Mellow yellow. I don't. All right. 1, 2. So it's on. By the way, again, Puffco doesn't give me shit. They don't support me in any way. They've never noticed me, but I still speak of their device because of its ease of use. Because of I think it's just ease of use and it's easy to clean because I hate cleaning devices. I do. I will throw away a device and buy a new one just not to have to clean one. Just not to have to clean it. Oh, it's getting hot. It's getting warm. It's getting warm. All right, here we go. It just buzzed, so it's ready. I sip it like a fine wine. You might have had Keef. Keef dries up very quickly. Keef almost looks like powder shake after a while. And Keef would almost be more of like a pre-acidic of THCA and CBDA. That was lovely. I really enjoyed that. So when I'm doing a dab, I get one really big cloud of smoke. Or when I use the Proxy, I get a couple of nice clouds of smoke, and all combined together, it would be rather large, rather large, smoky. Moving on. Let's get something new. Let's smoke something fresh. Remember, we're being a little bougie tonight, so I'm going to get a freshy fresh. See, it comes out. I can save it for later. It's the perfect roach thingy. Perfect roaches. Perfect roaches. Look how pretty. I mean, it actually looks like a roach. A little bit like an actual roach, but beautiful. It smells nice. Okay. Right. Let's move on to the next thing. Not Keef. It's not Keef then, people. It's not Keef. Oh, is that Liz? Liz? Is that... I don't know. LinkedIn user So over here, I see it as LinkedIn user. I don't know why that happens. Oh, wait, we've got Ant Music. Ant Music, welcome. Highly motivated. Good to have you here on the show. Shout out to Goldflower. Are you getting the new proxy? I might have to. I'm like, I might have to. But meantime, I'm enjoying the device that I have. Honestly, the new proxy is something cool, but I'm enjoying this one. I love it. This one's actually always been good to me. Honestly, it's good to have as a backup. I'm like, it's good to have a backup. So anyways, if you're late to the show, just letting you know, Travi has put me on a mode here that we're going to be doing a highly motivated musical. That's pretty exciting. I think what I have is technically live resin. It's dry and literally crumbly. Fell out of the jar. I was talking with my hands. I talk with my hands. I understand. I knock shit over. Look, this table, you can't really see it. It's probably good. It's a big mess. It's like I work off of this table. I podcast off of this table. I smoke from the table. I mean, I break up right here in the center. And I like to break up with my hands. I don't use a grinder. I feel that as you're breaking it up, you should be able to smell it and you're activating yourself right there. Especially with Goldflower, they're organic, hand trimmed, living soil. There's such a difference. The bud feels different. And when you're breaking it up by hand, it's crystally. You know, it's sticky. You feel that a little bit, and that's good. You need that. Ancient medicine in Hindu cultures, they used to grab the live plant out of the ground and rub it between their hands. Hashish, original hashishans. And they were not only getting in touch with the plant, they were activating it. And again, it's terps, it's smells, it's aromas, it's everything. So, fantastico. So definitely makes a big deal. I like to break it up by hand. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wait, before I smoke another joint, let's get out the Venti by Stores and Bickle. So we did an unboxing of this on Sunday. Remember, you can find the show Friday, Sunday, Wednesday. Highly motivated, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I feel a little crazy today. Just a little bit crazy. I don't know why. It's good though, because before the show started, I was a little crazy and I was stressed out. So I'd rather feel a little wild and, fantastical during the show because that resets the mind, resets the energy, resets everything. It's good. Sometimes we need that. I needed a little reset. It was a hard day. It's been a hard week. It's been a fast, hard week. And no clue. Well, welcome both to. Boy, you're on like the metaverse of highly motivated now. On InstaChacha, there's one view of me. And here, there's another, obviously. But Instagram has a 4-second delay. And here, we probably have delays in different places. Oh, you're here with the Twitch. You're here with the Twitch. Welcome with the Twitch. We're from the Twitch. I mean, this is how you welcome people from the Twitch. They're from the Twitch. It's like a thing. Okay, anyways, welcome. Spilled my crumble. The pivot hits nicer than the old proxy, in my opinion. So the pivot is quite nice. And what it hits nicer, does it? Well, I'll have to test it out, won't I? I will have to. I feel like a leprechaun. I don't know where that came from, but I'm going to have to try the pivot. Very exciting. So, really quick. You found me on Twitch now. I'm Oregonji on Twitch. And that's where you find me on the thing. So, okay, moving on. From the thing. Venti, Stores and Bickle. I got a hold of this on a deal of deals, like a crazy good deal. Stores and Bickle, very good vaporizer. Good, I tell you. Good. Nine. Good. No, it really is. German engineering. Dry herb vaporizer. So I prepared some dry herb that I broke up by hand at the perfect consistency, which I will be showing you in just a moment. How little it takes. This is what I want to show you. This is what I love. So when you talk microdosing cannabis, you don't want to do big bowls and hit it with the pot with the lighter, because the lighter is butane contamination and it's high heat. Like when you're puff, you're hitting at temperatures above upwards of 2,000 degrees. upwards of 2,000 degrees, which is decarboxylating the cannabis, yes, but it's burning off all the beneficial cannabinoids. It's burning the flavor and the taste. And honestly, once you light a bowl, you should scoop it out and be done. You can't really hit it again. One hit or quitter, yo. One hit or quitter, yo. I don't know where it's coming from. But exactly that. You hitting flower with a lighter, you're burning it. When I smoke it with a joint, I try not to get my ember too big, the cherry, because the bigger the cherry, the hotter the flame. The hotter the flame, the more of the cannabinoids that are being burned up, the more of the medication that is dissipating. So, the older I'm getting, old, I'm getting old. And because I'm getting old, I can't smoke like I used to. Yes, I can. I can still smoke like I used to. But the older I'm getting, I need to be proactive in my health choices. Hence, the venti. The venti is, I don't know why I'm French all of a sudden. I like the venti. Let's show you why. Okay, simple device. It's off. Here we go. Let's take the top off. Turn to a 90-degree angle. Go straight up. Make sure everything's clean. I cleaned it out beforehand. Okay. That's your bowl, and this is your top. Now, put your top down, take your bowl. You have to do a quick rain dance. It's the weirdest thing. No. You're going to put in your bud. Now, the bud I broke up with my hand. You don't want it dusty. You want it a little bit chunky. A little bit chunky for better airflow. That, to me, is probably the smartest way to do dry herb vaporization because it's all about airflow through the bud. Okay, so a little bit chunky, but not too chunky. All right, and you want to fill this up to the top brim of the metal bowl inside. That's it. Just fill it up to the top brim. And I'm not putting a lot in there. And I'm not packing it down hard. I'm gently kind of packing it in there because you want good airflow. All right, let me get rid of the excess. Dun, dun, dun. Let me show you what you're left with. You see that? That is the bowl. It's not a big bowl. It's very shallow. But you see how it's a little bit chunky? You want to keep it chunky. You want to keep it a little bit chunky. Again, I like to break it up by hand. I like it to have a little life left in it. Life to vape out of it. Okay, now, again, simple. I like simple shit. You take the top, you put it back on at a 90-degree angle. You see that? It's a 90-degree. You make sure it's on there, and then you just give it a little twisty. There we go. Once you've done the twist, oh shit, sorry. Once you've done the twist, it's tight. It's in there. You could travel with it. You could throw it in your pocket. It's not on. You could shake it around. Shaken, not stirred. Thank you. So, when you want to use it, the mouthpiece is right there. You just slide it around. It swivels. The day I got it out of the box, I broke it. Popped the thing right off. I'm just too rough. I popped it back in, though. So, obviously, you could still fix it. You take it out to clean it. Okay. So, there we go. There's the top. Now, to activate it and keep it on its lowest setting, lowest heat setting. So you are doing a partial decarboxylation. You're just getting the hint of smoke. When you start, the more smoke you get, the more you're burning the bud and the less cannabinoids and flavor and terpene and aroma, flavonoids you're getting into your system. Is the button? You can change the temperature on the front once it's on. But right here, you hit it twice. Boom, boom. Now, it's red, it's warming up. The second it goes green, it's ready to rock and roll. Give it an extra second. I've noticed the venti likes to give me smoke. But it's doing a very low heat decarboxylation, and it's hitting it on multiple. Look, now it just went green. I'm smelling it. I'm putting it in my nose. If you come smoke with me, you don't want to smoke my venti. It's obviously now been in my nose. I mean, I've smoked out of my nose before if I'm really high. See, I can taste it. You don't have to see smoke. Very smooth. We're very programmed to see smoke. Very little, you see. You shouldn't have to see a lot of it. The longer it goes, though, the more you're probably going to see. More smoke that time. And it doesn't taste burnt. It's still very nice. That's a small bowl. By now, I would have been long done. I probably would have hit that once or twice, like with the lighter, like once, twice. But that's butane. You're hitting it with butane contamination. Still not burnt. This is a long sesh. It's still on. I'm a bit of a snob. Right now, I could say, right now, I could be like, maybe it tastes burnt. That's still a good sesh. You're still getting moisture. You're still getting the oils. No, it's not burnt yet. Any other dry herb vaporizer, it would have been burnt on like the second hit. This is a long sesh. Okay. Now it's like burnt. Not burnt, but it's starting to go. So I hold the button and now it's off. That's it. That was an incredibly long session from the Venti by Storrs and Bickel. You see why I like it? That's dry herb vaporization. That's one little bowl. So I smoke joints and joints and joints. I smoke a lot of joints, but it's nice to shake it up and get a different high. This is a different high. This hits you differently. Like it's going right to your head, but very clear, very precise. I don't feel like it lasts as long. I mean, I say that, but I smoke it all. But if I were not to smoke anything else, and just smoke this all day, I think I'd be pretty high. I think it would give me a very clean, entourage. And it's like Major Nugs is reading my mind over here. He goes, I agree, got to change it up. Yes, 100%. You have to change it up because that right there that's how it's done. No, changing it up 100%. You got to change up the way you consume. Ooh, that's what I was going to tell you earlier. The secret. Holy shit. Okay. I don't think it's a secret. I think people know or they don't know. You know how we made tea the other day? I'm going to show you, by the way, the bud as we take it out. It's dust and how it's brown and it's turned into just, absolutely nothing. So remember the other day we made tea. Making tea is not just an ancient medicine. It resets the endocannabinoid system. It takes a couple of teas maybe, but it resets from the microbiome, from the gut flora. And that is sending the signals to the neural networks. That is sending the signals to your circulatory system, your vascular system, whatever fancy system you have. That's what it's doing. That's magic from your stomach. So eating raw cannabis, yes, but you want to activate it at 200 degrees and above. And by activating it, partial decarboxylation, you want to be fancy, And in that, now you're activating magic. And what it does, it resets the whole system. Look, it resets everything. And when I say that, if you can't get high anymore, it resets your endocannabinoid system. I don't know if it's a secret. Is it a secret? Does it feel like it's a secret? I'm giving you a secret. If that's what you want, I'm giving it to you. Make tea. Tea. Yes, I said it. You make a bloody tea. You get... Now, let me just explain it. Don't be silly. You get a tea bag. And you get a cup. You put the tea bag into the cup. I know, it's pretty fancy. You get the honey, you pour the honey in there as well. Honey is good, not sugar. You want to use honey. Honey is fantastic. Honey is going to be the highway that bonds those cannabinoids temporarily into your system. If you don't use honey, everything tends to dissipate in the water somewhere. I don't know. I've heard different things from different people at different times, but I think the honey is magic. So you got to use honey. You got to use any kind of tea bag that you want to use. Mine are formulated for cannabis, but any tea bag that you want to use. Honey, tea bag, get a tea diffuser type thing. I was looking for one around here. Do I have one? I don't know. I don't think so. Do I? Oh, no, that's not what that is. A tea diffuser, and put 1 gram of raw bud into it and put that into the tea. That stays the whole time. And because of the bud, your tea bag doesn't have to come out in 6 to 8 minutes. You can leave it in there if you like stronger tea. The reason people don't leave tea bags in is because they create tannins. Tannins can give you nausea, headaches. You don't want that when you're drinking tea. So they normally you take it out because you don't want too strong of a tea. But the cannabis does some weird preservative thing that allows or that stops the production of tannins. How Yes, I know science shit. No, I don't know science shit. I mean, I do. I know what I read. I know what I read, and I'm telling you the things that I read, and I find it very interesting. So they allow for the tea bag to be in there much longer for even a darker, more broody tea. But in that, the tea, the cannabis, the honey, that right there is base cannabinoids, and you're getting the early acidic chains of CBGA, CBDA, THCA. If you're doing a Durban poison or a Thai cannabis, you're getting THCVA. Wow, that's magic. That's a magic tea. We did that the other night. I had the Durban poison raw. And then after you make your whole tea, you take out the bud, you squeeze it out or whatever, and you can eat it raw because now CBGA is still activated in that raw bud. She's activated at like 200 or so degrees, but as long as you don't go to 250, she doesn't dissipate, she stays. So now that's when she's activated in the raw bud. So you can eat that raw and even still beneficial and incredible for your stomach, beneficial for the reset of your endocannabinoid system, the reset for your tolerance levels. So I'm saying it right here. You do a couple of teas and you're going to be able to get high again. Magic. You're welcome. Look into it. I'm serious. It's the wildest thing. My levels. Look, I smoke a lot, and for a long time I couldn't get high. I wasn't making the tea yet. I just couldn't get. And I looked into so many different things, I, and I'm telling you, I scoured the earth. I scoured. Damn it! It was a scouring. No, actually, I did tolerance breaks, which are bullshit. I cannot take tolerance breaks. You You don't want to see me toleranced. No tolerance. No, you don't. No, you don't. I mean, look, I preached the whole thing about you don't need to be nice to be kind. I believe I'm kind, not always nice, but kind and understanding. But I'm a bit of a realist. I'm a bit of a quick real. I'm like, I don't have time always. So I speak my mind. I speak my truth. I speak my seconds that I have. I don't know where I'm blah blahing off to. So tea, super important. And then you eat that bud raw. I'm sorry, I missed some things. It's Black Label brand concentrate, not Key Mud Brothers. Had some stuff like this too. The Venti Rips, Wary Traveler, haha. What's the best platform? I don't know what the best platform is. I'll be honest, I don't. Let me see. I'm in the future and the past. Oh, wait. Are you? Wait, the pivot hits nicer than the old poxy, in my opinion. Spoiled my crumble is spilled. I'm in the future and the past. You know, Bex, when you say that, we've talked about that in the show before. We are all in this strange quantum loop of things. I don't purport to know anything, because I don't. I don't know a bloody thing. But in me not knowing anything, sometimes I hit a chord. Sometimes things make sense. I'm a simple man. Simple man. I forgot this song now. It doesn't matter. You can't. Okay. But in that, I'm simple and I'm simple in my understandings. So I try to explain it simply because I understand it. Simple. Simple to me makes sense. We overcomplicate everything. Relationships, friendships, work. We wear masks to impress or to be something that we're not. I've taken off all my masks, every single one. I am this all the time. If you've met me, and some have, I'm not different at all. In business, in work, in life, I have enthusiasm, I have joy because I have found what I love. cannabis, helping, healing, learning, understanding, educating. Man, that is the smoke session. That is the community. That's what we used to do. That's why I do the show. This is a digital smoky tokies, a digital chit chat, talky talk, talky talk, toky talk, talky talk, talk talk. A lot more talking, a lot of talking, obviously. Let me just open this up and show you the brown weed at this point. Oh, it's definitely done and cached. So, anyways, I don't know what I was talking about. I rambled off into some crazy shit. But I'm the future, I'm the past, you see? There's some crazy stuff happening there. Wary traveler, I agree, got to change it up. Oh, yeah. Favorite way to smoke is a joint or edibles, just in general. And tinctures are great. CBD works well for me too, like a CBD THC tincture. And teas are great as well. Many cultures use teas and soups for medicinal purposes. Yes, they do. But you know, it's how you make that tea. It's the intention that you put into that tea. Tea is magic. And it's using the entire bud. And try to do it at least once a week. We have to do it in ritual. We have to do it on the regular. Sometimes we'll do it and then we stop doing it. And then we wonder why shit's not working. Yeah, but I did it. What the hell's going on? I don't know. It's a mystery. So we've got to do it more. That's it. Anyways, I popped out the weed. You see how clean? That's the venti. Awesome, awesome device. Dry herb vaporizer. You saw how easy that was to use. That's it. Boom. Loved it. A lot of fun. Really, really enjoyed that. And look what happened to the bud. It's brown. It's like dehydrated. All the life is out of the bud. There's nothing left. It is absolutely dehydrated. We've taken all the oils, vaped them through the venti, which the hits were very clear, very nice. And I was able to smoke until I got that little bit of a cough. And that basically let me know it was done. And look at that. I grabbed the bud and it's like, it's dust. Look, that's dust. I just dust. Wow. Nothing left of it. I'm going to add it to the pile here. I've got a big pile I'm building up. I'm probably going to make like brownies with it, or I'll turn it into like a dressing or something. I'll do something with it. It's already activated, bud. It's activated. So it's ready to be used. And what? You can make an activated bud tea. It doesn't usually taste very good, but you can make a tea with activated bud. Use the raw bud. Use the raw cannabis. Huge differences it makes. Let me just double check on our power levels here. Oh, the Insta Cha-Cha is getting a bit low, but we have a little bit of time, so we're good. We're making good time this evening. All right, so we've smoked from the proxy. We've smoked from the venti. Oh, this is a smoking kind of noise, isn't it? We did have a jointy joint of the sour chem, which the sourness persisted for quite some time. I was going to say I'm going to use the activated bud in a salad. But then I'm like, who am I kidding? I don't eat salads. I try. I do try. I mean, I eat vegetables, but not salads. I don't like the leafy greens. Spinach is all right. Spinach is fine. Spinach is lovely. Lovely, I'm telling you. Lovely. During the wartime, people used to grow spinach in the front yard. Not grass, spinach. I think this is something we should be adopting. Once again, grow bloody spinach in the front yard. Like no grass. Take the grass out to the bloody front yard and plant spinach. Wouldn't that be something? The HOA comes by. What is that? It's spinach. And then close the door on their face. You're doing it ornamentally, but you know, you can eat it as well. I don't like HOAs. I don't have an HOA. I've got acres of land and they can kiss my ass. I'm like getting the new proxy. You know, I know I've read the comment before from Ant Music when they were still on the Insta Cha-Cha. Yeah, I do. I want it. No, like, yeah, I do. I do want it. I want the proxy. But honestly, I'm probably not going to get it. I won't get the proxy for a while. Why? Because I have the proxy. I have, and this one's working good. It's working great. And, you know, knock on wood, nothing happens to it, you know, uh, because I have to be cost effective in my devices, because I bought a lot of devices. Like, look, let me just, all right. This one right here, this is awesome. So this is the Wolf Fang, and the Wolf Fang, very good device, very nice device, very nice. You can get a vape, a 510 rosin vape, and put it in there, screw it right in, and this cup fills up, and you take it off, and you take a shot. Now, instead, what we have there, which I'm not even sure if it's working right now, you see that? This you can do. Is there something in there? There might be. Well, it's just brown. I couldn't clean it out. And so this right here, you could do concentrates. You put your concentrate inside. You drop this back on top. You hit this button. I don't know how many times. I really don't even know how many times, but you're just going to hit that button. I think twice or 5 times or 3 times or once. Shit, I do not know. I do not know. I do not remember. I feel like Dr. Seuss talking about the Wolfgang. So, anyways, this is an awesome device. Let me see. I just wonder if you could put it in a protein shake for more fiber. You could. You could. You can make desserts from it, and it would have a very interesting crunchiness to it, or it would have like an interesting texture. You can use AVB, already vaped bud. But yeah, I mean, if something specific calls for it, but you're really not going to be getting the benefits of it because they're short lived. It's like ionized water. Ionized water only stays ionized and alkalized for a certain period of time, while it's temporarily changed its molecular structure. I'll talk about Tyant and all these other people. Ionized water, alkaline, ionized antioxidant water, amazing stuff. Okay, let's jump back over here. Lovely device. So, anyways, put the concentrate inside. I don't know how many times you press the button, and I don't know if I want to risk any concentrate to find out. But we should. We should. Let's do it. Let's do it. Wait, does it even turn on? Let's find out. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's on. Okay. I'm sure if I hit it like twice, like 1, 2, it'll probably start. So let's get some concentrate and just kind of put it in there. I'm like, let's get some concentrate and put it in there. But I need the Sparky. I got another one over here that we need to ceremoniously cut open. Well, because I candy wrapper it. So it's a Blazy Susan paper, and I twisty the ends, and I give them a little bit of a shake. So it's got a nice even smoky smokes. I've got a bigger one though too. This one's a little bigger, a little more fun. This is a doinker, and this would just be a doink. This is a doink and a doinker. Right, excellent, superb. Right, here we go. We're gonna put a little bit of this in there. Oh, okay. You just want to put the whole thing. Bloody hell, do it, get in there, be happy about it. Ooh, there you go. I put in a lot, just so you know. I just put in a lot. I wanted you to know. Always shake before you bake. Always shake before you bake. Such a cool to change your consumption intakes. It is. It is. I do enjoy changing it up, shaking it up, because that's also what keeps cannabis fun and keeps it interesting. Because you can eat it, you can smoke it, you can tea it, you can rub it on your body, you can dance with it in the air, no? You can vape it, you can bake it, you can vape it, bake it. There's so many different ways you could do bud. You could smoke it, you could like vaporize it, you could emulsify it. Let me just rub that off there. I don't want to waste any. Okay. I don't know which one this is. Also gold flower, but the writing is so tiny. I did okay. Big news. Yeah, I got glasses. Why are they not here? I have to wait like an inordinate amount of time for my glasses to be done. But I went and got fitted for a very strange pair of normal glasses. Very normal. But the glasses seem cool. I'm like, they seem cool. I don't mind. I used to wear glasses as a kid, and I haven't in a long time because I remember the last pair I had. I mean, they were too scratched up. I lost them. I've had glasses throughout the years, and I need them because I have astigmatism. And lately, I've been getting a lot of headaches. Last 3 years, and things financially are looking a little bit better now, so I can get myself a good pair of glasses. So I went to go get glasses. I took my daughter with me. my older daughter, and so we were getting fitted for glasses, and it was a good deal. We went to Stanton Optical, because I need cost-effective glasses. It was two for 89. So I'm like, yeah, I want a great deal. So we went in there, and I got one for 300. I'm like, I got one for 300, and my daughter got two for 174. Um, so three pair of glasses, officially, what I consider an inordinate amount of money. But I have to have progressive. I have to have a good field of fucking vision. I mean, they're not even fancy. They're not transitional. I mean, transitional would have bloody cost me, the whole bloody farm. Transitional on its own is like another $400. They get you in the door and say two for like 89. But before, if you want lenses, but you know something, they do an eye exam and they give you your page and papers. You buy the glasses, it's worth it. I need them. I've been holding off. I don't do anything for myself. I would have bought it for my daughter. I would have paid anything for her, for good eye health. But for myself, I don't do things. Like for myself, I don't pay for me. I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't know if that's like self-sabotage or self-torture or something within the line of just not doing good or not doing for myself. And the glasses are something I really need. So I'm near and far vision. I'm near and far. So I can't see shit close and I can't see shit far away. And I can't see shit at night. The fuck is going on? I mean, but it's like not bad. I can see I can see. Okay, wait. Truth here. Yo. You ready? I know you're gonna be like bullshit, Oren, but listen. No, when I'm high, I can see better. When I'm high, my astigmatism I can't even say the word. My astigmatism kind of goes away. Sativas only. Indicas, I get blurry eyed, I'm all fucked up. But sativas, I get a little bit more of an acute vision. I'm not saying it. I'm saying it and not saying it. I think it's kind of crazy, and it's not crazy because it's the truth. And it's held me off from getting glasses for such a long time. And I smoke really nothing but sativas. Super love all sativas. Not all. Not all. There's a couple that don't do me well. There's a couple that kick my ass in the wrong way. And there's some that I've been on the search for years that made me feel incredible. So, okay, concentrate in the wolf fung. Let's do it. Okay, and we're going to put this over it. 1, 2. That was it. Oh, shit. Something happened. Oh, something happened. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Here we go. And that's concentrate. That's concentrate. Okay, stop that. Okay, I'm stopping it because that's strong. Wow, that's strong. Holy shit. That's like, so if you wanted to do a dab, you could do like an equivalency of you fill this thing up. I've done it before. That's why I know better. It's just, that is strong. Tasty. That is really, really cool. And then I stopped it and look, there's still concentrate in there. There is still concentrate in the device. So I can just leave that there, hit it again, and just let it fill up and do a little shot. It tickled my nose. It tickled my nose for the wait, for the musical. It tickled my nose. It tickled my nose. So that's gonna be really dirty. It's gonna be just so bad. It tickled my nose. I'm gonna write a song about the cannabis tickling my nose. The cannabis did it. The cannabis did it. Oh, yes, it did. Oh, yes, it did. Dun, dun, dun. And then people come up from nowhere. It tickled my nose. It tickled. All right, I'm stopping. Thank you, Travi. If you're still on the show, thank you so much for putting that in my head. Thank you for putting a highly motivated um musical in my brain. Let me see. Always shake before you bake. America's Best is great for me. You know, I used America's Best and I got a pair before for me and for my daughter. And they did the prescription wrong. Like so wrong that I was okay, it was my fault. Don't go high to the eye exam. All right? Don't go high. And then they dilated me. I was like, why the fuck are you dilating me? I go, and then then after they dilate me, they gave me the eye exam. Like, I can't see shit. I can't see shit. Your damn dilation over here. And now you want to check my eyes? That was America's Best. So they had a good selection at America's Best. I'm like, but they were the same thing with pricing. Both places, to me, and there was another place too that I could have gone to. Both places really were the same. Once I got to Stanton, I was gonna be like, not really a great selection here, but I was like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm done looking. I'll get a better pair online. That was my idea. So I was gonna take the prescription and I was gonna go online and order a pair of glasses. But while I was there, the salesman was very good and he worked very hard. And I didn't want him not to get the sale. But then my glasses came out to be so expensive because I'm fucking blind. I mean, I'm not blind, but I am visually not. I'm not actually impaired. So when I'm high, I have better vision, and that is what staved me off from having to get glass. Look, I can read shit here on the show. I mean, it's a little blurry for a moment. I got to focus in. And sometimes I read shit twice, like it's the first time I'm just now reading it. But so big news, I got fucking glasses. That was a lot of talk for just glasses. Let's do this again. All right, boom, 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 boom. The Wolfgang. So just doing shots with it was done. All right, I didn't want to do it anymore. And is there still some in there? There is. I'm drinking it like a fucking drink, like it matters. What a lovely way to do this. I think if you have a party and you had multiple cups that you could pass out and shit, so everybody has like their own personal cup, that would be pretty cool. I have two cups, I think. I have two bases. I broke the other cup and I gave one of these away in our special drawings and our Friday night giveaways. This Friday night, we're giving something away. I don't know yet. I have no clue. No clue. I mean, I have an idea, but I don't, but I do. Okay. Let me just put this over here. All right. Excellent. So, smoke exclusive. Everybody on the Insta Cha-Cha, we've got smoke exclusive. Welcome to Highly Motivated. Good to have you on the show. Let me just plug the Insta Cha-Cha in due to the fact that I can see we're losing power and it's getting hot. It's getting warm. So let me just fancy it up a little bit. Save the Insta Cha-Cha. It's going to be a little off kilter because I'm letting the phone ventilate a bit. I'm letting it ventilate. Wait, let me just readjust. A little bit of a readjustment here. Oh, lovely. Oh, you saw the top of the studio there. You saw the fancy studio that I'm working with here. All right. Oh, the bright light. I think I started cooling down once I put the hat on. Like I was shielding myself from this light. I bet it's the light that's kicking my ass. I'm telling you, I'm going to get a new light. I'm going to get a ring light. That's it. Ring light. Ring lights. Don't be so cheap. Me. I'm like, don't be so cheap. That should be part of the musical too. Don't be so cheap. Don't be so cheap when you buy your weed. When you buy your weed. Travi, if you're still on the fucking show, thanks a lot. Thank you so much for putting this musical in my head. I drive a lot, people. So what I do for a living, I'm a cannabis educator. I help doctors and patients. I talk about the combination of cannabis. I travel around the entire state of Florida pretty much, or mostly mid to South Florida, only where Goldflower locations are. And I meet up and I'm my goal is the increase of new patient flow. That's where the cannabis industry survives. That's where it profits. New patients, and you're never leaving. Look, your patients, when you come to Goldflower, you stay. Like you come and you're like, it's like, you may never leave. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, hotel, okay. Um, it really is. It's wondrously tasty. I mean, you'll try other places, but Goldflower will absolutely spoil you in quality and price. And that's a combination that's hard to achieve, especially here in Florida as well, where there are so many regulations. So definitely, if you're in Florida and you have your medical cannabis card, check out Goldflower Cannabis. You'll thank me. Everybody has. Thank me. No, seriously, once you go, you're just like, wow, it's great. It's great. And even if you don't smoke bud, you can always eat it raw. You can always use it to make a tea. Okay, moving on. I'm really liking this musical. Don't be so cheap when you buy your weed, because that's true. Don't be so cheap when you buy your weed. Buy good weed. That's the big deal. Good weed tastes good. It smells good. Smokes good. You don't have to smoke as much of it. And that's a big deal as well. When you're picking up really decent weed, decently good weeds, some good old school slang like KB, kind bud, but when you're picking up some good KB, good kind bud, or good dro, it's sometimes that extra couple bucks is a huge difference because you're getting really good bud. So the great thing with Goldflower, all of it is top shelf. All of it is top shelf. And there's a couple strains that I don't agree with, that don't agree with me. But at the same time, um, I would say 90, which is a huge number, 97, 98% at least. Absolutely. Or there's a couple percentile. Let me get the big one out. I'll get the big one out. So I'm using my ceremonial Timu knife. Goes it on Timu, and it's so fucking sharp, made from a metal, probably radioactive. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Probably the cheapest fucking metal in the world. That being said, ceremonial Timu knife and my jointus, doink a doinker. We are now trimming off the edges. Oh, fancy! Very Yakuza style. Like a finger is gone. And we're just gonna, there we go. Excuse me. Then let's return this to its sheath. And we'll put it over here, guarding the seeds of destiny. Right. And then the ends that have been cut, you see. So I pick one that is smaller than the other. If it's a bigger end, you want the bigger end, you want the fatter end on the lighting side. Because that way you get an initial decent hit. And remember, we've made sure we're going to have good airflow because I break it up by hand. A chunky means you're going to get a little bit of airflow. If it's not chunky, there's no airflow. If it's dust, then you roll a joint and nothing. You're pulling. Why am I not getting anything? Because there's no flow of air. It's simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. All right, I'm going to do this can be part of it. Keep it simple. See, I'm even partially writing the musical now on our Wednesday Smoky Toky. Okay. Where is the lighter? Where is the lighter? Oh, this is going to be some crazy shit. Where is the lighter? Who stole the lighter? No. I should continue smoking. Now, this one, I'm not sure which one this is, but I'm hoping while I smoke it, it'll make sense. I think it's the emerald apricot. I'm hoping it is. It was so delicious. It was really nice. Nice. Okay. So what I did, I opened up one end. I just kind of gave it an untwisting. And the larger end is what I'm going to light. I like these papers. Now, I may not be a total fan of the individual, but I am and I'm not. People change and they don't. Sorry, not sorry. But these are Futurolas by Tyson. I don't get any money out of them. There's no compensation, but it's an unbleached hemp paper, and it is the finest of the fine. It catches up, it burns quite nice. It doesn't make me cough. That's the big deal. It doesn't make me cough. And there's a lot of papers out there that fuck me up. I'll tell you who was nice. The Smoke Exclusive. Yeah, you know I'm talking to you. Unbleached papers, those beautiful cones, those were gorgeous. No cough. Unbleached is where it's at. No cough. I don't want to cough. I want to taste the weed. So with the Smoke Exclusive papers that I tried, no cough. And I could taste the weed beautifully. It was a very nice paper. Same with the Tyson Futurolas. I would say they're very similar. I, I mean, I like a good paper. Mm. I got to find out where I can get the Smoke Exclusive ones so I could talk about them on the show while you guys are here as well. I need some of your papers. I need your papers. I'm like, look, I'm like, I need your papers. No, I do. Just a couple, because I did like those cones. I didn't have many of those cones. And if any unbleached papers that you have, very interesting. I do have, I don't know what this is. I've got a, oh, look what I have over here. I have a naked paper. It's naked. Wait. Look at this. It's a rolling paper. Wait, I just saw something which is quite funny. Nugs, you're hysterical. Hold on a second. Isn't it bad to overheat the cherry also versus a low temp cool cherry? Well, okay. I practice as I preach sometimes. Tonight, I lit up a little bit hot. When I lit up this joint, I went a little hot. I went a little hot and heavy in because I want to make sure it had a good even burn. But it's funny he just said that. Now look at my cherry. It's a very low cherry. Look at the cherry now. So now you see that resin buildup that's happening? That beautiful resin buildup that's starting to happen right there around the joint. So this, oh, I can't tell which one this is yet. It might be the emerald apricot. It feels very uplifting, very energizing. So you see how hot I got the cherry just now. And all that smoke. That's burning the cannabinoids. But let me get it. Let me get it a smaller cherry. Let it cool down just a second. Okay. So the cherry's nice and small. It's a tiny cherry. It's burning very low. I'm going to inhale it just very low. It won't allow me. It's just hitting hard. Look at that. I barely hit it. I was like, but still, the cherry's not getting too big, and that's nice. And you're right. I am. It's a better low temp cool cherry. 100%. You're going to get more flavors. You're going to actually get more cannabinoids, and you're going to get a little bit more of that bonding THC. So yes, you're doing more of a lower heat live decarbox in the body. Let me see. But sometimes it's nice just to puff and have that smoke. You could breathe it in, you could breathe it out. It's like you're an alien on an alien planet, and you're terraforming it with your smoke. So yes, I like to get really hot with a blunt sometimes. It's about entourage. It's about feeling. So it's not necessarily always what I'm smoking. Like if I'm sitting here and I'm like, those are some very nice hits that I take. Very smooth, very nice. It was a little bit hotter hit. Yes, that was good. That was tasty. But then sometimes, almost like a cigar. But I inhale some of it right at the end, just a little bit. But then I take in the rest in ambiance. I take in the rest in environment, and it smells great. But then I get a big cherry and I'm burning it. So I'm more aroma, flavonoid, terpenoid, more, I don't know, in the more in the smoke. But I really can't do it like that because I'm going to hurt my throat. I might enjoy it. But honestly, this is probably better for me. No, it's not. This is not a push and promotion. I'm doing this because, you know, Christian Lazardi, the rep, alerted me to Goldflower's incredible deal. And it was on grand opening day in Bonita Springs. This thing's amazing. I just want to say thank you. Because I did try some, the Da Vinci, I think I tried, and it was a pretty decent device. This kicks its ass. This blows it away in ease, in loading, in unloading, in loading and unloading. This device shows great promise. Not just that, the ease of use. I can't wait to have to take the whole damn thing apart and clean it. It'll probably never go back together. It'll probably never. I'll call Mr. Lazardi, Christian, Mr. Lazardi. I've got about 1,000 pieces here. It doesn't even come in 1,000 pieces. I know, but it's now in 1,000 pieces. No. No. I didn't open the box for so long. I was like, should I give it away? I feel bad. Should I give it away? I should give it away. But I didn't. I kept it. And that's like that whole self-sabotage thing. Stop sabotaging yourself. I did. For so long, I didn't buy glasses because I guess I just didn't feel worthy of the amount to spend on myself. Spend the amount on yourself. Spend on yourself. Don't be nuts all the time. But no, there are moments medically you might need it, financially. Look, it helps you. It helps you that it's going to help the bigger picture. So getting some glasses for me was a big deal. And to spend that money, I had to do it. I'm like, I had to do it, but it's spending it on myself. And that was the hardest part. So it's valuing you. You need to value you. You need to love you. Look, this is where it starts and begins and ends. You. You need to love yourself, value yourself, and sometimes spend a little bit of money on yourself. It's not easy. For me, I'm a cheapskate. But I'm a cheapskate. But I'm a cheapskate. You shouldn't be with your weed. You shouldn't be with your weed. You should spend a little money on your weed. Okay. Okay. And then counter. I'm going to put and then a counter. Counter that. You need to spend money on good weed. There should be like a campaign. Stop buying shitty weed. No more shitty weed. I don't know if I could do that. I think that'd be a terrible campaign. It'd be an excellent campaign. There's two sides of me. I'm like, that'd be a terrible campaign. No, it'd be an excellent campaign. What the hell am I listening to me for? The Tyson blunt roll was pretty good. The unbleached papers were okay for me. Okay. The blunt roll, actually, I wasn't as impressed with. It's funny. It was like just a little opposite there. I'll have to try them again. At first, look, I went through I don't put the tip. I don't do the tip. I roll it with $1, and I do little twisties, like and I ceremoniously catch it. But in that, I found no tip. I don't like the tip. The tip gave me a flavor, gave me a feeling, gave me a. No, I like to go back to old school. Because I twist it and then I open it just slightly, it's got a funnel shape of sorts that keeps most of the particulate matter inside. That being said, I like to smoke the unbleached paper. And this, it's simple, it's easy, it's lovely. It goes out nicely so that I can light it again. Now, if you're putting the joint down, like you're done, a little suggestion, somebody told me, you blow through the joint before, like while it's still smoking, you blow and you should see smoke come out, and then put your joint down and be done with it, if that's what you're going to do. Why? Because you're blowing the smoke out. You're blowing the smoke out of the inside of the joint. So this way it doesn't stale. It doesn't go bad. It doesn't stale up. It's either a drone, a helicopter. Never know. I've seen some strange shit in the skies. We're pretty close to an airbase. And not pretty close. I mean, it's like if I drive there, it could take 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 20, 15, 20 minutes. I no, it could take longer, 30 minutes. No, 25, 30 minutes. I could get to the airbase, maybe longer. I'm like, maybe longer, but there's a pretty large area. And we hear booms sometimes. We see some crazy ass planes. And some nights, I feel like there have been some very strange drones. Just strange. Like an eye, like a bug, like a bug's eye, like a glowing fucking bug, but with such a low glow, a very low glow, a low glow, a low glow. Do you glow? I'm just high. I'm just high and singing. So I'm highly motivated. Okay. Let me see. Da Vinci doesn't smell as much, but what you're using gives a better high. It does. It's helping. I was recently told if you treat your cherry like a heat source, you slowly control it, warms the oils you are about to consume. Pretty cool. Actually, yes. Controlling the cherry on the joint is a big deal. But anyways, as you're putting it down, blow out so it doesn't stale. So that means the rest of the joint doesn't taste like you put it out in an ashtray. The rest of the joint doesn't taste like stale smoke. Because if you ever noticed, you ever relight a pretty decently large joint and you didn't blow out on it, you put it down. You put it down, you put it back up, and it just kind of has a flavor. Like it has a flavor, like of stale smokish. I mean, as you smoke it again, you over resonate that. It goes away. Maybe you don't notice it, but if you blow out before you put it down, that smoke comes out, and and whatever it just kind of goes out. It dissipates outwards because you're not pulling anything inwards. I don't remember who told me this, but I was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, this is such new information. This so simple. Fixes so much. No, it did at the time. It was amazing information. Amazing. And since then, this is part of my repertoire of information that is shared with the public and the private. But nobody in private actually listens to me. They hear me. Like they hear me. You know, kids going in opposite direction. Oh my God, such a hard thing. Today I started the show. I was angry. I was angry because my 22-year-old kid works fast food, and that's a hard job. Anybody working fast food, I feel for you. That is such a hard, unthanked job. So thank you from everybody at Highly Motivated. If you are part of fast food in any way, or ever have been, look, thank you for the struggle because it's a fucking struggle. I worked fast food and I sucked at it. I sucked so bad at it. Look, I did. Let me see. I've got Bingus. Bingus, welcome to Highly Motivated. Everybody, Bingus is joining us. Bingus is joining us from YouTube. YouTube. I don't even know if that shit works half the time. Bingus is joining us from YouTube. That is awesome. Welcome. Welcome to a show that's not a show that's actually community. No expectations. Conversations can go absolutely anywhere. And I had a big one for tonight. Did not talk about it. I had a big talk for tonight. What is it? It's like something's stopping me. Something keeps stopping me from getting into the big conversation. Big conversation is about freedom. I'm telling you, every time something just stops. Why? Because it's such a big convo. Why? Because it is more serious than you'll ever realize. So no. I'm like, so no. Um, rock on. Well, thank you very much. I'll take it. I'm going to rock on. You rock on as well. All of you. Everybody, rock on. Yes, I like that. We need to fucking rock on sometimes. Rock on, rock off. Rock on, rock on, rock on. We're back to rock on. Holy shit. There was like fucking DEFCON 5 there for a second. Don't know what was happening. Like, I just turned it all off. It was like, phew. Wonder if anybody did like that to the rock. Like, you know, like, hey, rock off. They're like, huh? Rock on. Okay, I'm back on. What's going on? That was fucking crazy. Okay. Low heat. Just breathe in. Oh, see, it's still getting hot. So really, it's hard to keep low heat hits. I mean, right now it's very small cherry, and I'm getting a lot more flavor, and it's definitely more. What almost feels like maybe more resin. So if I hit a certain temperature, I feel like I get a better production of resin. Mm. This has got to be Emerald Apricot. It's got to be. Which lineage comes from Durban Poison? One of my favorites, let me tell you. Okay. Let me see. We need to get you some more goodies for the show. Well, thank you very much because I'll take them. I'm like, I'll take them because you have good papers. Smoke exclusive. Check them out on InstaChacha. Smoke underscore exclusive. Exclusive. There we go. Very fancy. So smoke underscore exclusive. Check them out on the InstaChacha. They've got some good papers. They've got some nice unbleached, beautiful things. They've got a special paper where they put like a line of a line of tobacco, a line of like Swisher Sweet or what is it called? Chaga? Wait, I can't forget. I can't remember what they call it. It doesn't matter. It's bloody tobacco, but it's not. It's like tobacco leaf. So it's the silver ones have a thin strip of tobacco leaf, and the gold ones have a thick offering. Oh, it's thick, baby. Oh, sorry, got all excited. I remember smoking those. Those were very nice, and we smoked them on the show as well. Mm. So we're at a lower heat, sort of. I mean, every time I start hitting it, I'm hitting it hot. But for most part, very nice papers, very nice weed. And together, they make a very nice smoky smoke. So I see the white ash. You know, this is organic, hand trimmed, living soil makes a difference. This is actually So Fresh Farms, Ideal Farms through Goldflower Cannabis, one of the brands. They grow some mighty fine weed. They brought back the Durban Poison. They brought back the Blue Dream. The Blue Dream was okay. Didn't look like a Blue Dream. It tasted like one. Kind of acted like it. The Durban, that was lovely. I quite enjoyed it. I don't know. I feel like THCV was very strong. And they've even spoken of a double Durban. A double Durban. A double Durban. Double Durban, baby. Okay, sorry, I got all excited. I had to calm myself down. I'm like, that's a crazy word. 12%. 12% THCV. 12%. What? That's exciting. 12% THCV, the extended hydrocarbon. This helps regulate insulin levels in the body. It helps regulate pain receptors in the body. It helps rewire the brain, rewire the body. Zombie cells reactivated, new receptor or new connections, new. I mean, it takes a little while. I think you go to smoke for a while or use it in different ways and activate the CBGA. Tea, and tea. Tea is amazing. And just in case, smoke a joint or two, just to make sure you're doing it right. I'm gonna follow it up with a joint. So welcome. It's Orgaji. It's Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. I'm pretty fucking high. Let you know, if you're in Florida, you can meet me amongst Randy Lanier. Randy Lanier, race car driver, incredible individual. Ended up going to jail for like 26 years for federal cannabis transport or charge. Went to jail, came out, and all he does is fight for others to get out of jail. All he does is bring good vibes, good people. So part of freedomgrow.org. Check it out. Is the Freedom Grow? Freedomgrow.org. That's Randy Lanier's organization, or at least former CEO. I don't know. He pushes it. He's an awesome dude. Okay. And I just want to say hi to Rob Harmon. He may not be on the show, but we're thinking about him. Hey Rob, how you doing? It's good to see you. Not see you, good to see you. But I just want to throw this out. Veterans Cannabis Care, great in Orlando. Check them out. They're awesome dudes. Veterans, okay. He does free cannabis cards for veterans the last Tuesday of every month. And he pays for the whole thing. He's an awesome dude. And sometimes he gets sponsorship, sometimes he doesn't. This guy is authentic, real fucking cannabis. And he's the real community, the real deal. That's why I talk about him on the show. I show his sticker. He's the real fucking deal. So I always like to thank the reason we are this. The reason we are this. We're amazing. We are an amazing group of cannabis. All of us are. We are great energy. And I feel it. I mean, it could be that or a strange tingle. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. I've got BSMT Demir Bex. BSMT Demir Bex. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Fantastic. Well, welcome. I don't know how to pronounce. I'll just say Bex. I see Bex. So Bex, welcome. Highly motivated. By the way, if you're new to my highly motivation introduction for each person that I see in a comment or just say logging on, this is your introduction to everybody. Insta Cha-Cha to the Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, YouTube. I missed somebody? I probably missed somebody. I don't know. It's like 6 or 7. Shit, I forgot. Now I forgot. What am I doing forgetting? That's terrible. That being said, I'm just introducing you to the energy as a whole. And introducing you to the Insta Cha-Cha energy as a whole. And so, and everybody alike. When people came into my place for a smoke sesh, the door would open, we'd all kind of stop, and it was kind of like, hey, come on in. You got it. Everybody just come right in. They feel at home. They feel like the energy just envelops them. Highly motivated is to remind you of that right there. That energy of just enveloping you in as loud as we can do it, as strong as we can do it, as real as we can do it, as authentically welcome. Just your energy here makes a difference. Your energy out there makes an enormous difference. And together, as a group, we emit fantastic energy. Yeah, it's true. There's fantastic energy going on here. Just excellent. I can feel it. I'm a little constipated, to be honest. I'm just going to throw that out there as well. No, I'm joking. Bad joke. And I don't care. To me, it was funny. And that's what I go with. If I laugh, I'm okay. It's really to make me laugh. I mean, if others laugh with or at, that's your own peril. At your own peril, please, Absolutely. But I enjoy the energy of the community as a whole. And let me see. I came from LinkedIn. Ah, you came from LinkedIn. Basement dweller. Wait, no. Like basement dweller, I see. Welcome, basement dweller. Welcome out to the dark. That's really cool. He gives so much back to the community. It's Wednesday. I came from LinkedIn. I love the introduction every time. I have an interview at a grow house tomorrow. 20 minutes from my house. Was working as a dispensary tech for 4 years though. Well, and that's tomorrow. You have an interview. Everybody send amazing energy over to Bex. Amazing energy. Like, just think your interview. Think Beck's interview is going to be fucking amazing. Listen, you're going to be fire. You're going to walk in there. It's going to be like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say lean back in the chair and put your feet up on the table. Don't. But have that attitude. As you open the door, you want the magic word, you want the magic trick. So this is what I teach my salespeople. If I have somebody going into a place, now, you know, when you walk into a building, you feel awkward. You know, when you walk into it, like a new establishment, a smoke shop, or use a smoke shop, for example, because I walk into a lot of smoke shops as well. So you walk into a smoke shop and, you know, and if you don't do my trick, all right, if you don't do it, you walk in there and there's a couple of people maybe behind the counter, they're all kind of looking at you and maybe they're judging, maybe who gives a shit what they're doing, right? But mentally, you feel that energy and you almost feel like you're not supposed to be there. Like they have the upper hand and you don't. Not that anybody should actually have the upper hand, but in a sales position, you always want to have the upper hand. You want to make it appear as though you have no hands at all. But you always have the upper hand. Well, that's just sales. That's just the positivity and authenticity and energy that you can muster. What is that? Confidence? Yes, it's fucking confidence as well. But that comes with just loving yourself and knowing yourself, believing in yourself. That's what the show hopes to achieve as well. Yeah. I don't know if we do that, but you know, it's there. So, anyways, as a salesperson, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh my God, it had to be good. I just fucked myself up. Let me see if I can read it. You have an interview. Okay. But no, interviews. So it's the energy, it's the magic. So, okay, so as you're walking in to the building and you're opening up the door, you just need to say, I belong here. Okay? I belong here. That's it. You open the door. As you're opening the door and you're walking in to the grow house, or as you're opening the door and walking into anywhere in life where you want the positive, powerful glow of energy, even if you've never been there before, you want that aura for you. It shows in different fucking ways. So as you open that door, you push it open. You say, I belong here. You could say it in your head. You don't have to fucking say it out loud. That's if you say it out loud, it's a little weird. I mean, I don't think it's weird. I don't think there's anything weird. But you're just in your head, as loud as you can say, I belong here. I belong here. You open that door, you walk in, it's your fucking store. You walk in, it's your greenhouse, but in a good way, because you feel that ownership of love and help and energy. People read that. That helps. That's powerful. So you take fucking power with you tomorrow. Bex, you get in there, pure energy. Pure energy. But don't be like not wanting to let it out. Let it out. Be like, hello. Can't wait to fucking work here. No, don't tone it down a bit. I love the energy. I love seeing that in new candidates. I love seeing that in people coming into the industry. But you've been into the industry. You already know. I mean, you said you have some experience already as a bud tender. Working in the farm is different. It's hard. I mean, working in a dispensary is hard. On your feet, you know, dealing with different patients. But I have a trick for that as well because I love it. Every patient, good and bad. I love them all. I love it. Every interaction. I am more excited, more energized. I don't know what the fuck my problem is. I love it. But because of that, I love it energy, because of that, I love it. And I do, I believe it. Um, Nothing stops me. Nothing slows me down. It's because I'm helping. I'm helping. And I talk about the product and I sell more because I'm not selling more to sell more. I'm selling more to get them the good deal. And I'm selling more to make sure they try great things. But that's upselling as well for a company that you work for. But I do it joyously. I upsell from joy. The joy of upselling shit. Wait, let's check. We still have power. We still have power. We're still doing good. Okay. So the sales is a weird thing. It's all confidence, but it's not confidence. There's magic to it. Like opening the door to any place and just saying in your head, I belong here. There is a glow about you and people see it. Even if you don't have to say anything else at all, everybody will see it. They will feel it. That's a magic trick. Take it, remember it, try it, but you got to believe it. You've got to believe it. You can't be sitting there and be like, I belong here. No! Shoulders back, good energy, just stretch a little bit. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Okay, little stretch. Open that door. Grab the door. Grab the door. Good. Don't go crazy at the door. Open it and say, I belong here. In your head, I belong here. And you open that door. Feel it. You're going to feel an energy. You're going to feel an overwhelming welcoming. Like you do belong here and everybody's going to see you as such. Even if you've never been there before. The magic trick, I tell you. I'm just giving it to you. I want you to have it, all right? It's for you. You take it. It's like my pipi le pew. My pipi le pew. Oh, I cannot do this. I cannot do it. I don't know. I don't know this one. I do know it. I do. I have to watch the cartoon again. What's your YouTube? Are you live there too? Yes. Yes. Some people tell me I'm on YouTube. I'm like, some people tell me that I'm also on YouTube. But I just don't know shit. I don't know anything. I really don't. Not on YouTube. Not because they stopped letting me go live, or they do and they don't. So recently, somehow, I've popped back into the ability to do live on YouTube. But I've been talking shit the whole time, saying they wouldn't let me on. But all of a sudden, here I am. And same with the Insta Cha Cha. I'm on Instagram as well. I don't know how Instagram does, but you know. Yes. And, let me see. Smile popcorns. Ooh, you can't see the emojis. Whack. Oh my God. It takes me a while. I have to really focus. There's like, I see some sun, and I don't know what the hell they mean. I don't know any emojis, but I do see this one. It's a cat, and that's pretty good. I like the cat. Thank you for the good advice. And then I think I see swans or money swans. I got holy shit, I've got terrible astigmatism. Wait, what is it? Is it a duck? Duck, goose? No. It's goosies? No. I can't tell what the fuck that is. But that being said, with glasses coming soon, I'm very excited. That was like my update. I've got glasses. I'm so excited for glasses. It's been a long time. Look, at this point, at this part of my age, I don't give a shit. I need to fucking see. That's it. I need to fucking see. I can't see shit, but it's fucking bright. I need to readjust. I'm like, I need to readjust. It's bright. Here we go. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, he's so hot. He's very hot, very hot, very hot. Okay. Excellent. Let's get back to it. Superb. It's nice, but here's what I'm going to do. Because I've noticed something. I let these go out, and they just kind of, they're smoldering. Let me just open up something fresh. We do something fresh. We don't have that much time left, I don't think. Because once we get to the 3-hour cutoff, and because I've realized once I go 3 hours, I'm just being ridiculous. I'm just talky all night long, and I am. I don't mind. I love it. I'll fucking talk longer. And it doesn't have to be about anything at all. No, I have topics. Look, last 3 shows, I have not gotten to any of the topics, I think. I mean, I've talked loosely about things, but like a Yakuza, I'm cussing the joint now as we speak. Just hiya! Okay. That being said, I think for the last week, because it's been such a hectic, busy week, I've had topics to talk about, and I've brought up bits and pieces, micro topics. That's what we do on the show. We do micro topics. We do past, present, future, there isn't any of those things. They're all now. We try to talk about the now. We try to talk about mastering your life, taking control, loving yourself, believing in yourself. Highly motivated is not just cannabis. It's a myriad of things. It's an amusement park of anything and everything. It's a smoke session. Look, you go to somebody's house, it could be lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Or a cool chill. Or a crazy sesh. Or somebody crying on your shoulder and you're there to help them because you're part of cannabis and you're there to help. And you may like the person, or, you just want to help. I mean, there's so many different reasons, but in that, cannabis brings people together. It brings like-minded souls, even those that don't smoke. There are still people attracted to the industry as a whole, to the healing of the plant, to the propagation of it to make fuel, hemp ethanol fuel. Look into it. Amazing. I'm not going to even get into it right now, but it's amazing. More than amazing. I should get into it. I said I would talk about it on like every single show. And I did. I have. I've brought it up quite a few times. Um, but the great thing is you can make fuel from hemp. That's pretty exciting. We do it from corn right now. And it's really, corn's not a good thing. Corn sucks. Corn, we don't really get any output back. We put a lot into it. We lose money making corn ethanol, which is then blended with regular fuel. We can do it with hemp very easily in the same processing facilities just by changing the feed. That's it. So we can put hemp right into the process just like this. It grows quickly. We can start with a couple thousand acres, a couple million acres. You know, there's a large call for I think my ask was 100 million acres. 100 million acres can make a big dent into our oil dependency on foreign entities within 5 years. 5 years to reduce our dependency by 2/3. 2/3. That's crazy numbers. It would also bring back value to the United States. It would bring uh, agricultural technological boom. It would be an amazing achievement for the United States of America to grow hemp ethanol fuel on 100 million acres. This would be, but it's not. And by the way, that's not even I think a third of what was being used for cotton and tobacco uh, back in the 1930s, 40s. So we've grown on large amounts of land like that before. And actually, the government says we have 300 million acres currently available for growing, and they're not being used, like not being used at all. That's big. That's big. 300 million acres. I'm only asking for 100 million. That's not a lot, is it? It's a lot. But I think if I keep talking about it, the right person's going to hear it. The right person's going to understand the economical boom that this would be on multiple channels. And the world would take note. The world would be following suit immediately when they see the benefits. And look, next problem we're looking at is rubber shortages. The rubber tree, there's a blight that is killing generational plants, old plants that have been producing, the ones that give plants, the clones. And we're losing rubber production, or it's being reduced by mass amounts, which means they won't be able to make gloves for hospitals. Say, sterile gloves, rubber for tires, rubber. Rubber is a big deal. Rubber goes into so many different items. Hemp, a byproduct of making fuel, is that you're left with cellulose fiber that can be turned into a rubbery plastic material. You are helping two industries that are so huge and destroying us. Wow. Right there. Just by growing it for fuel, we're we're getting rid of single-use plastics, and we are benefiting in a subsidizing way the rubber industry. There's a lot of shit we can do with hemp. It's a superfood. It's a super fuel. It's a super powerful thing. I'm going to light this up. I'm pretty sure this is the Durban poison. It smells good. I just don't remember what I rolled in here. It might not even be Durban poison. It might be something else, actually. Wait, let me check. No, this might be something else. I can't read it. Homage? Homage. Homage, homage, homage. We might be smoking some homage. Yes, I'm very excited for the homage. Okay, punchy. Goldflower cannabis. Really fantastic. Organic, hand trimmed, living soil. This is where cannabis companies should start. Not, yeah, let's spray. Not, let's put it in a roller. Not, let's take shortcut. No, no shortcuts. Doing it the real way that cannabis should be done. Organic, hand trimmed, living soil. Wow. And one time I was at the farm, part of it, not a tour, but like just we were just looking at some new drying rooms. And as we walked in one of the rooms, there was two people just snipping the backwoods Barbie, and she was pink. She was gorgeous, beautiful buds. But two people just beautifully, meticulously, just trimming those buds, and it was like everybody is so happy. And we walked in, I'm like, that's why I love Goldflower. I love Goldflower. Look at that hand trimming. Fucking, they're singing over there, like yeah. Fucking loving, and comfortable, large area they had. I mean, I was like, wow, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. This is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. Okay, I'm stopping. Whenever I sing, people leave. It's funny for me. I mean, not that I'm trying to scare anybody off. um, or it might just be coincidence. But in that coincidence, it's like, but then I don't stop. I don't stop doing it. But it's not me doing it. It just comes out on its own. So I guess that would be me doing it if it comes out on its own. I guess I don't have a filter. That's become more of a thing. I used to have a filter, but I think a filter came with the masks that I wore. The different people I had to try to be to impress this person and that person. And instead I just became me. I just became the person that I was hiding the whole time. I was hiding me because I didn't believe in me. I didn't see me. That's the important part. You got to see you. You got to believe in you. You got to love you. Because once you do, and nothing is not possible. You are incapable of anything. No, wait, I'm fucking it all up. I'm like, damn it. Wait, look, you can do anything. You can do anything. And that's when you realize it. When you believe in yourself. You believe in what you're capable of doing. You've done it before. You could do it again. It's like riding a bike, I tell you. But you just got to believe in the riding of the bike. If you don't believe in riding bike, guess what happens? Boom, you fall over sideways. I don't know what kind of proverb that is. If you don't believe in riding bike, oh, sideways. It's like, what am I, talking to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Okay. So this one, it's nice. As I hit it, it's not getting a big cherry. It's actually, I have to work it a little bit harder, but to stay lit, but that's okay. It's got a great flavor. Immediately at the roof of my mouth, almost perfumey, like very, very sweet, very, a powerful version of the sour chem. But maybe that's activating taste buds from something that I smoked earlier. It's very possible. To help with something like that, you smell coffee. That way it clears your olfactory. Olfactory. I don't know if I'm saying. Clears some shit over there. Earlier, I don't know if I finished saying it. Yeah, I did. Your tolerance is based on your endocannabinoid system response to the CB1, CB2 receptors. And those receptors need to be reset. Your tolerance, you don't need a tolerance break. You need to make a couple of really good teas. Okay, so if you weren't here earlier, you're here now. Just letting you know. Make a tea. Tea means everything. Tea is ancient medicine. How do you make a tea? Honey. tea bag, a tea diffuser with some 1 gram, 1.5 grams of raw bud, raw cannabis, not decarboxylated, raw cannabis bud. And all of that into a cup, pour the fucking hot water. Now you're activating CBGA, CBDA, THCA. And if you're using a Durban strain or a Thai strain, you're going to have THCVA. Boom! It's fantastico! I'm very excited. It's magic. It's a magic in that tea. That tea is fucking magic. Look, you may not think about it now, but when you drink it, you'll be thinking about it. And do a couple of teas. Try it over 2 weeks and you'll notice your tolerance level has come back. Like you can't smoke as much. Like I get high. Like I'd say the day after I make a tea and I'm smoking a joint, I'm sitting, I'm like, damn, I could be really high. But it's not all I've been smoking. Holy shit, really? I'm like, so you don't really realize it, then all of a sudden you realize it. So the tea helps. The tea is the magic. That was what the secret I was gonna talk about tonight. Even though I didn't tell you I was gonna tell a secret until I said, hey, you wanna know the secret? Yeah. Mm. There's no bubbles in that anymore. It doesn't excite me. I just want to reiterate it in case there's new people that have come tonight and they want to know what the secret was. And I just told you again, the secret is tea. Ancient, beautiful tea. The ma, which is what the Chinese called it, and they wrote an entire therapeutic manual, many pages, many thousands of pages, I believe. I don't know. It was big. Mostly about cannabis and its therapeutic uses in so many different ways. Absolutely genius. Okay. Genius, I tell you. Oh, we have gone over the 3 hour mark. So pretty much we're going to start to, I don't know, I'm lighting this up because it tastes good. I can taste it. So tonight we've had some pretty good smokes. We have not talked about the big topics, but you know what the big topic is? It's you. It's you. It's all of you. You are the big topic. You are the change. You are the magic that we're looking for, that you are looking for, and you. It's right there in you. It may be activated by the show. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need a little activation. We need a little community activation. Okay, I'm writing that down. That's in the show. Community. These are all names of songs now. Community activation. Activation. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm gonna like this musical idea. Why not? Travi, you fucked up and brought a musical to Highly Motivated. Okay. See, it sounds like a drone or somebody on a really small motorcycle. I'm gonna go with drone. Why not? Why not? It could be. Who's gonna bother? This is actually I'm really high. I'm like not often. No, actually, pretty often. I don't know. I That is wild. It's probably far away. Wow. It's like a buzzing. It sounds like somebody is either in like one of those really small planes that just has like an engine and they're sitting right there and it's open, like a glider with an engine. Oh shit, I'm gonna break this chair. Okay. I've broken, I don't know how many chairs now I've broken, quite a few. I think I move around a lot. I use the chair a lot. These are old chairs. So I want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for bringing your energy. Thank you for being open to just community, just people, just smoke, just talk. And we are here 3 times a week. We are here Friday, Sunday, Wednesday. Wednesday's a great day. Wednesday's middle of the week. Let's recharge. Let's recharge. Let's recharge. Let's do fantastic. Let's go head first. All right, head first. Energy, not crazy. Energy head first, not crazy head first. Good energy for the rest of the week. I don't know what I'm doing. I went from Italian to like some weird Russian instructor. We are going to do exercise. Shut up. You're going to love it. Or Eastern European, Ukrainian. I don't know what I'm doing. It's too late. I mean, the voices all just, they take over themselves. Yeah, now it's just everybody wants to bloody talk. Wouldn't that be neat if it was multiple personalities for me? That would explain a lot, but it doesn't. It would explain a lot, but it doesn't. It's just me. It's just me and my overly active brain, which of course can be fantastic, and then of course an absolute bloody nightmare. Mm. So yes, some sativas activate the more excited side of my brain activity. Sometimes so much so that it's, oh, rock me Amadeus. Rock me Amadeus. Okay. And then sometimes it'll make it absolutely crazy enough to where I become paranoid. The absolute opposite effects would happen to me. So, anyways, that's that. I have to really be careful with my sativas, and not just nothing with certain terpenes that I can taste immediately. I'd be going, oh, thank you. Well, I hear a certain strain like green crack. I can't do that. That destroys my brain. Or anything in high levels like that, like overly high levels of certain terpenes. But again, I've been anything organic, anything living soil. I really haven't had an issue. I think it's how it's grown. And maybe somebody mentioned it earlier. And Sergey, if he was here, he would be mentioning it, or as well as Dubba OG. But it's really how it's grown. You take a strain, you could take two strains and take two different growers, two different grow houses, and be like, look, why couldn't you do this? And they're like, it's just not necessarily luck of the draw. Maybe I don't know. There's a lot of conditions. Cannabis isn't a weed. It should be classified as a weed. It's not weed. Weed is easy to grow. A weed grows itself. Cannabis does not. I have experimented with many different growing methods, so many. And I have found some beautiful, successful methods. I do love ebb and flow. I do love an ebb and flow system. I love hydroponics, but not traditional. Not traditional. I like aqua ponics, fish ponics, or fish culture. Fish culture grows your cannabis plant in insane ways. Just stupid, stupid. It's like it doesn't even make sense. So I had God, it was like a 200-gallon tank, and really well secured against a window, very large window that led outside natural sunlight. Many different reasons why. And why would I grow my shit there? Because nobody looks right there. Nobody's gonna fucking look at it. This was in Texas. One night we did have cops at the window. That was crazy. Yo. And I didn't know. I was fucking asleep. Slept through the whole thing. They left. I got a call though from some friends. Like, Oren, gotta move some shit. I'm like, thank you. Put some tomatoes up there. It's gotta be like a drone. It's got to be a drone. Because I hear it again. But a drone isn't loud. They're like fucking silent. Maybe it's I imagine a little person riding around on a little motorcycle doing wheelies on the main street. Look, I can imagine what the hell ever I want. It's exciting out there. At least I imagine it's exciting, so there you go. This is a pretty good smoke. I'm liking this one. This is not Durban poison. This is something else. I don't know what the hell this is. I'm like, I don't know what the hell this is. It's more of a relaxant. I think this is definitely sitting like an indica. I can't. It's like too big of a name. My eyes see nothing. Punch breath. This might be punch breath. I don't think so. It is super It is very flavorful, but I was under the impression that punch breath is more of a sativa. This is more of a relaxant. Again, sativa indica hybrid, they are plants, they are not effects. But for everybody here on the show, me and Tom, we're going to keep it easy. And that's what's talking about bloody terpenes. We're talking about bloody terpenes. Okay. It's all natural fronto leaf added to our ricewood paper that we created. Y'all see that? Smoke exclusive. Check him out. Instagram. Blaine! Blaine! Welcome! Highly motivated. Good to have you on the show. Wow. But yes, we've had a great show. We've gone over our 3-hour limit, even though I do that occasionally. But I have many things to put together, much work that must be done. Much work that must be done, and many things that aren't done yet. So that being said, thank you. Thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you for bringing your energy. And remember, you are that magic. We're going to be back on again on Friday, and we're going to be doing a giveaway. I'm pretty sure, maybe not. We're going to be doing a giveaway, maybe not. But definitely Friday, Sunday, Wednesday, highly motivated with me, the Oregonji, with you, the magicians, the unicorns, the magic that activates the sea. Okay. That's it. That's everything. Okay. Have a great night. Have a great energy. Have a great week. Really keep it going. Bring it together. It's like a party. It's a party that's hard to leave. It's a party that is hard to leave. Okay. Thank you very much. I got to rock and roll. I'm just making sure. Wait, did I put my joint out? I'm looking at everything. Last second. There's so much we haven't talked about. Just so much. Oh, Don Frito hater. Listen, give me your address. I've got a hat to send you. But if I don't hear from you by like the end of next week, we're giving this shit away again. Look, people, I just want to show you. I'm gonna show you. Don Frito better get a hold of me. Right here, the Oregonji embroidered. Yeah, you like that, don't you? The Oregonji embroidered 1 of 1. This is a 1 of 1. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You like that? I get a nice deep voice for it. I'm like, oh yeah. Okay, this is 1 of 1. This is one of my demos that I had bring in, and I wanted a little bit bigger, maybe a little poofy. I want a poofy design, like shit coming out at you. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be a very different kind of cat, a cat in the hat, a cat in the hat, a hat in the cat. Wow. I don't know where the hell that came from. It just had to come out. It just had to come out. So we're probably going to give away this hat if Don Frito hater doesn't give me his address. Okay, right here. Awesome. Fantastic. So we might give it away again, we might not. But black on black with a beautiful green embroidery. So maybe you want to hope that Don Frito doesn't contact. Does it say, oh no, we have more hats coming though. There are more hats. You don't want Don's. It's good. And wait a second. He also won the smallest Sherlock pipe ever. You see that? The usable, smallest Sherlock in history. Nobody debate this. So we are giving that smallest Sherlock in history to Don Frito hater, along with the hat, unless Don Frito hater doesn't come back to us, doesn't acknowledge. If he's not going to acknowledge, then we'll give it away. Okay. But until then, it's his. So We're going to do some prizes this Friday. We've got some great things that have been mailed out. I think everybody's going to be very excited eventually. They're on like the Pony Express. They're like so slow. It's one day they might show up, one day they might not. We don't know. Well, I don't know. There's no return address. No, I'm joking. These are for winners, past winners. I was just saying, one day, if you haven't received your package, you will eventually. But it is on the slowest parcel service. And if you live overseas and you won, and something's coming your way, oh, it's coming. But it's gonna take a while. They're like, so if we put it on boat, is that all right with you? Is that how you normally transport shit? Well, for people like you and with cheapskates. No, I'm not. But like, but you, no, we put it on the boat. Shut up, you're gonna love it. It's a fast boat. It doesn't take but 30 days to get there. So no, it should be faster than that. I'm like, it should be faster than that. It's hitching a ride with some shit. Like, oh no, we could put it on the bloody plane with the bloody animals there. They go over every 15 days. It'll be fine. It'll be good. It's good. It's good. Don't bloody worry. Especially if you're pretty south of the border there. Things take the bloody time. That being said, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty totally Oakleyed. So a little totally Oakleyed, a couple of doinks later, highly motivated. I feel pretty motivated. I feel better. I feel recharged. I do. I gotta go. There's a lot of shit happening. Okay. Ciao. Arrivederci. Do svidania. Auf Wiedersehen. Litra ut. Okay, bye.